what this is. I have no idea. Hello, what this that I'm going through right now, this whole up in the middle of the night. I feel like I just had a newborn baby. That's what I feel like. And I gotta be up when everybody else is up. I don't know what is happening. I have no idea. It's crazy. So after I talk to y'all, I'm gonna go turn my phone off and I'm gonna get in my bed. Since there's been some crazy stuff going on here in Georgia, I was getting ready to share something about Georgia with the Nephilim and the booms and all kinds of stuff. It's a lot of stuff happening in a lot of crazy places, sis. But ain't it crazy that that's what we went viral for, and now everybody's talking about the Nephilim, and the Nephilim are on the radio and taking over people's phones, and we talked about the Nephilim coming back at the last days, didn't we? Did we, sis? For such a time as this. Oh shoot, I was watching the rewatch and I heard a boom here where I say, baby, something's going on. Sis, I literally was up. Y'all don't want to be up at 12 unless it's some freak, whatever. I got up, went in there and was washing my dishes, baby. It sounded like an explosion, honey. It sounded like an explosion. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, I was like, ooh! And then I looked to see if it was some light outside, you know? Because I know it's close to the 4th of July. Baby, that sound like, I don't know if you ever sit close to, like, when you go to the big fireworks show, when you sit close to where they shooting them off, but you can feel the wind. I was in my house, and that's how it was. At 12:39 this morning is when it happened, because I looked at my iPad. I said, let me remember this time. 12:39 is when it happened. It shook my, that's what I'm telling, the shock wave. Exactly. Exactly. And I'm in my house, in my kitchen, and I'm rarely in the front of my apartment, y'all. I go from this room to my room. I'm rarely in the kitchen now. I used to be in there all the time, but I'm rarely in my living room. My living room looks like a storage space. I'm rarely in there. Baby, listen. I was like, oh, okay. That's weird. And I looked at the clock. It was 12:39 a.m. 12:39 a.m. I said, oh, that's interesting. Fire in the sky. I saw it. That's what somebody just posted it. Listen, this is the thing, family. Every single thing that we have been prepping for. I told y'all about the big crowds and all of that. And I said, 2 years ago, God started telling me about big crowds. Because remember, I went to my meet and greet in 23 and got sick. And it was real bad. I was sick for over a month. Y'all watched me. I couldn't even get on here. I was messed up. And I said, Lord, I love y'all. I said, y'all, I love y'all. But I can't do no more meet and greets because ain't nobody here to take care of me. And because I'm not around a lot of people and I have lupus, I don't do a lot of human interaction. And that's why I don't like people touching me. Uh-oh. Don't spam my page. I don't know if that's what you're doing or not. Oh, okay. So somebody's spamming my page. So it went out. Oh, here we go. You cannot talk about it. There they go with that BS. I just restarted it, Rika. Here they go with the BS. Here they go with the craziness. We can't go nowhere. We can't be nowhere. Did I tell y'all this was going to happen to us? Huh? In the beginning of this, I said, listen, I do not know how long I'm going to be able to talk to y'all. I'm about to cram everything that I can into these classes. And I know it's going to be a lot, but I need you to take it all in. Please. Y'all remember this? Anybody remember? Remember, I got blocked from other social media. That's how I got over here, because I was doing this somewhere else. Yeah. And they let me get about 18 months in. 10 months technically, but about 18 months in over here. So then we went to our other social medias. We got Instagram, started going over there. They started playing over there. Then we got, we had our YouTube. They've been playing over here. Like, it ain't no social media site where they don't be playing with my stuff. And you gotta think, I don't have as many followers as a lot of people. So why y'all be over here messing with me? Most of these people got 900,000, a million, 2.7 million. Them is the people y'all need to be messing with. I don't be messing with nobody. I'm on my business. I ain't over here asking for nothing. I get on here and I teach and I get off. We have a good time. We laugh and do all of that. And that be it. I don't be messing with nobody. But I told y'all, every single thing that we talked about, hey Joy, every single thing that we talked about in our classes was coming. And it is all here. And it is all on the news. Worldwide too, not just here in America. It's worldwide news. Everything that we studied in 22 and 23. And I know people be like, she always say that because it's the truth. Even down to these pastors and what they was going to do and how they was going to be moving. God told us everything. And I'm not saying it like, oh, I'm popping my collar. I'm saying it like I told y'all God was going to want. If you listen, if you back away from the world, come on, classy lady, every bit of it. And that's why when people come here talking crazy, I give them that look, because you don't even understand. I done put in thousands of hours of teaching people what's coming. Not in 10 years, not in 20 years, in 3. There are people that went from not ever being able to understand the Bible to they Bible scholars in less than 36 months. You try doing it. I'm talking about never read it. And now they can tell you didn't their story in there. What? And where to find it. Oh, okay. They can break down all kinds of stuff to you, not just the Bible, science, agriculture, signs, symbols, songs, names, medicine. Oh, okay. In 3 years, with everybody being at different reading levels and different everything, different languages, there was language barriers. That don't mean nothing. Because God wanted this information to get out. And now, the church is catching on to a lot of it. But I told y'all this. Parenting, relationships, all kinds of stuff. Financial, literacy. What? Go away. Yeah. And it's all because of God, because he made me sit down and learn it all. You hear me? I'm not taking no credit for it. I'm saying, I told y'all, God want me to teach y'all. I'm only talking to the people that's listening. If you listen, your life is going to change drastically. And you'll never want to go back to the other one. Never. Once you see what all you've been missing out on, come on. With the relationship, you don't want nothing to do with no religion. Nothing. Relationship is different from religion. Can you tell now? Because if you have a relationship with somebody, they tell you stuff that they don't tell everybody else. Ain't that right? You're not just going to go out and be telling certain stuff you only tell to people you have a relationship with. Your family, your friends, your husband or your wife or whatever, your kids. That's because you have a relationship. So there's going to be information that they know about you or about things that other people that just know you, the people at your work ain't going to know. The people at your church might not know. Okay, that's because it's relationship. Well, God told us about what was going to happen in 2025 and 2022. And in 2023. And in 2024. Y'all got called crazy and so did I. But every single thing that the pastors was coming on here talking crazy to me about, that the medical professionals, I was catching it from everywhere. I was catching it from the people that did agriculture. I was catching it from everywhere. The people that did trucking. I was catching it from every avenue. Every avenue. Oh, well, what degrees do you have? Or, oh, well, who ordained you? God. He gave me my degrees too. Did. They ain't got to be on paper because you can cheat and get that. Mine was hard work, a lot of definitions, a lot of crying, a lot of researching, and a lot of people calling me crazy until I was able to put the pieces together because you don't got all the pieces. That's why you don't understand. All my family in my house are now getting prepared. Now, when I was telling them 2 years ago to prepare, Marie, who remembers me telling you a couple years ago, you need to, you're welcome. It was God trying to get everybody ready. I told y'all was going to be the person that everybody started calling. I said, come on over here and learn. Don't worry about it. They're not going to listen right now. They'll be calling you in a minute. They'll be texting you. You'll be getting a hey cuz, hey sis, hey babe. Babe, I'm so happy you did this for us. And I told y'all I was coming because I already lived it during COVID. I kept telling my family, my friends, and anybody that will listen, we need to get ready. We're not going to be able to leave our houses. Everybody laughed at me when I started just staying in the crib, putting everything in my house that I wanted to do. I did not have to stand in no lines, not one. From 2020 to 2022, I didn't stand in not one line. I didn't have to leave my house for too much or nothing. I didn't have to, because I believed God when he told me in 2017 that in 2020 folks was not going to be leaving their house. A whole bunch of people was going to die. We was going to be restricted on where we could go. And it wasn't going to be no food. So I got 2 deep freezers and started piling them up. And I learned how to debone meat or whatever, and grind it and make bread and make pasta and everything. And I did that the 2.5 years prior to COVID. And when COVID came, I was ready. I didn't have to worry about nothing. Not anything. Not cleaning supplies, not food, nothing. I had every single thing that I needed. As a matter of fact, when I told y'all, when I moved here, I still had laundry soap and everything. Body wash. And I moved here in 21. So I still had stuff from 17, 18, 19. I didn't have to buy no laundry soap, no cleaning stuff, no nothing. I was like, dang, I forgot I had all this stuff. Okay? And even though I had just packed it, it kind of just was already in tubs, so I just moved it into the truck. Well, when I got here, it was a lot of stuff I didn't have to buy for a very long time. It is written. Why are you yelling? Is there a reason, Cheryl, that you're typing in caps? It's early. It's Saturday. Relax. You can tell us. We know. But you don't got to yell it. We right here. We right here. And I ain't had no sleep this morning. I was up until 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, talking to y'all. My daughter called me about 7:45. So I said, let me get on the internet because I'm sleepy still. I don't know. I do think our class from last night was very interesting. Anybody, or this morning, it was anybody, did y'all get to go back? What y'all think about as far as the angels and what they started and how that has trickled down into eons of people? Just time. It's just been all this time that the same things that were being done in the 7th generation. You're welcome. But think about that. When we were talking about what they brought to the humans, you said I just finished the rewatch. It was very good. There's a lot of information in there because some people don't understand where certain things came from. You hear me? You get what I'm saying? Think about it. There are things that we have put our bodies in, not even understand that the spirit, the familiar in the person, they don't want you. They want to desecrate the image of God, period. What does drugs do to your body? Rugs. What do they do? Any type of addiction takes the glory away from the image of God. Yes or no? It changes your countenance. You start to go from life to death. No? But your physical appearance changes. It changes your morals. So when you understand that the spiritual realm is very, very strategic, and they've been studying humans for eons, they was here before we was here, and they pissed off because they can't have their space or their bodies, because their bodies have become our mountains and things, their children are our mountains and rocks. Oh, I can do what I want to. You're right, you can. But if you understand what you were doing, you wouldn't want to do it no more. Everybody is given free choice, free will. You can do whatever you want with your body. You can give your body to whoever you want to. But understand that there were certain things put into place for you to live, not just in this lifetime, but the next one. There is going to be a spiritual death, and there's going to be a body for that, and there's going to be spiritual life. And that side is a lot longer than this side. And there is no shock, and you don't remember. No, you will never be able to forget if you go to one place. Pretty cool. You said since your class, I see things different from a different perspective and no longer take things for granted. Listen. So y'all remember I was telling y'all you need to teach your children to pray over everything they eat and drink. Y'all remember we talked about this? I said, your babies, I don't care if it's just teaching them their grace. You do not need to eat and or drink anything without praying over it first. And when I talked about this, we read Joseph's story where the girl kept putting the potions and stuff in his food. And he said, I already know that you bewitched this food. I already know it's a potion in it. He said, but I'm going to hold it up. Remember, he let it sit for like 5 days. She didn't think he knew that it was a love spell and there was all of these things in it. And so he prayed, put it up to the thing, prayed, and ate it, and nothing happened. And she was pissed, remember? And I said, this is why you need to pray over your food, because witches run restaurants all day long. Now that you know that they've been secretly feeding humans, and people called me crazy when I said, yeah, no. 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, I showed y'all, and y'all asked me why. You said, yes, I especially reiterate for him when he chooses to eat. Okay. I told y'all, I said I ground my own meat because my uncle worked at a meat packing plant, and if there are immigrants working there that are not on the payroll and their fingers get chopped off, it wasn't no accident. He said, we try to find the meat, but we don't always know. So after that job, if he don't go to the butcher and see it put together, like chopped up, he ain't eating it. And that's when I stopped eating it too. That's when I started, oh no, let me go on and start grinding my meat. That's when I watched Food Inc. and I was like, oh hell no. 2010 through 2011 when Food Inc. came out, baby, I was like, I already really didn't eat crazy though. I didn't eat a lot of fast food and stuff like that anyway, because I like making my stuff from scratch, because both of my grandmas did. And they, they taught me. But I was like, oh no. And I'll tell you exactly when it happened. When KFC came out with that, and I just said it a gazillion times. KFC came out with that double chicken sandwich with the bacon and the cheese in the middle. Baby, at first I was smashing them. About the third one, I said, something ain't right with this. I'm not eating this. It smelled like so much chemical. I can't even explain But when I smelled it, it started making me sick. Then I quit eating McDonald's. Baby, when I smell McDonald's now, my stomach turns all the way upside down because all I smell is chemicals because I don't eat it anymore. Even with Wendy's, same thing. Now, I did go get me a chicken Asiago, but guess what? It gives me the same bodily function that Chick-fil-A used to. Y'all don't never hear me talking about Chick-fil-A. Y'all know I used to be talking about Chick-fil-A, my nuggets. I told y'all I'm 23. I couldn't eat Chick-fil-A no more. I was like, yeah, I don't know. Something's wrong with this meat. It don't sit right with my stomach. So I quit eating it. Right after that, they came out with Chick-fil-A, got all these chemicals, da 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 da. I said, I told y'all. Because I don't eat a lot of crazy stuff. So if I eat something, oh yeah, my body going to tell me, no, don't eat this no more. Instantly. It don't take no 2-3 days. I get bloated. My stomach don't be right. I'm like, mm-mm. Last time I ate KFC, it was disgusting. I couldn't finish it. I'm trying to tell you. But when I watched Food Inc. and saw that they was genetically engineering them chickens and the chickens had 4 wings and 4 breasts instead of 2, and they were so fat they couldn't even walk, and they were saying they sick. That was in 2010, 2011. That's when I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I need to see. I'm going to start taking these birds apart. Yeah. I'm going to start taking them apart. I need to see the bones and everything. That's how I started eating, because I don't eat beef. I eat chicken. I mean, chicken and pork and turkey. So I started going and buying whole turkeys. And at the holidays, I load up on them turkeys when they was like $1.29 a pound. That mean I'm paying like maybe $10, $12. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they be 29 cents a pound, 49 cents a pound. Okay, so I'm getting a 12-pound turkey or 20-pound turkey for not very much money. So then I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna defrost it, break it down, and I would grind it up. I kept the legs. I would keep so many legs and so many, thighs and then wings. But the rest of that, and I'm not doing it every turkey because I need this dark meat because I don't want it to be dry. I've been grinding my own meat for years. For that reason. I showed y'all my meat grinders and everything because I need to cut it off the bone myself. I'll make my own everything. You stop eating meat. Well, this is the crazy thing though. It really don't even matter because they spraying the human bodies on the vegetables. We learned that at COVID. The liquid cremation, and then they turn around and spray them on the crop. So either way it go, they tricking folks. They spraying it on the vegetables. That is the fertilization of the vegetables. It's liquid cremation to human people. So it's on the vegetables too. That's gonna change the vegetables. I worked at a chicken plant with and some came through with 4 wings. Yeah, Auntie Lucille. Okay, but they putting it in the water. Y'all remember us having a conversation about there are certain pharmaceuticals that are in the water in certain areas. And so when Planned Parenthood didn't work, they started putting certain hormones in certain drinks where they want certain addictions to start. They put that in the water at the processing plant. People called me crazy and said I didn't know what I was talking about. So I'm going to play something that was just on TikTok that I seen. Some of y'all probably already seen it because I think y'all shared it. But for everybody that said I was a liar, look at this. I said, oh, but when I said that, I was not telling the truth. Interesting. Accused of drugging the population. Israel is now being accused of drugging the population of Gaza because when they started opening bags of flour that has been distributed to Palestinians by the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, which is funded and controlled by the US and Israel, they found pills inside of it, and they thought they would test the pills, and they found out it was oxycodone, and you would probably think that maybe somebody's just trying to smuggle things into Gaza, but then they tested the flour and found out that the pills were crushed up into the flour. This is not a joke. This has been tested by a pharmacist and a doctor. And if Israel want to accuse anybody of lying about this, saying maybe it's just propaganda that Hamas are trying to come up with, well, why don't you let journalists into Gaza? Why don't you let people... Was I lying? Was I lying when I told y'all that 3.5 years ago? Why y'all think I got the water filters and y'all, everybody, I was just a crazy conspiracy theorist until I'm not. Until I'm not. Y'all probably thought, okay, CERCA goes a little far sometimes. Every single thing we talked about here has come up in the international news. I told y'all. I said, all the stuff that God tell me, I promise you, just wait. It's going to be on not just the national news, the international news. He has been doing me like this forever. I could be thinking about something, don't even know why I'm thinking about it, baby, and then I look up and it's on the news every single time. That's why I don't care who don't want to listen. God don't lie to me. I told y'all, and He has me looking into stuff, and He has me researching things. I don't even know why. That's how I got all them journals full of information. This is what I'm telling you. If He put a word in your head, if He have you pay attention to something, write that ish down. Sis, this is why we read the story. But guess what? If the story of Joseph, right, the real story of Joseph was in the Bible, don't you think more people would pray over their food? The story that we read here about that woman putting enchantments in his food. Enchantments. Where did enchantments come from? Where did they come from? The fallen angels. What is the first 2 things or 3 things? Please go get your Enoch if you can. Okay, there we go. Pharmakia. You already know, Joy. What's the first 3 things or 4 things that the fallen angels taught the women to do? Not the men, the women. I need y'all to read them off. If you can go get your page 16, book 1, real quick, grab it. Mine's still open right there, but it's on the desk. And here go both of my hands. Can you just list one of the things? One of the 3, the 4 things. Magic what though? Root cutting. Magic medicine was the first thing that they taught. Magic medicine, spells, incantations. Oh, magic medicine was the first thing. Then they taught them about roots. Then they taught them about enchantments and incantations. Those were the first 4 things that the fallen taught the women, the priestess, the goddesses, because they had babies by beings that were not from earth. Remember who Asmodeus said his daddy was? Go on and flip back to Solomon while I run to the bathroom and tell me who Asmodeus said his daddy was. Please. What we got? That's a false doctrine. Oh my God. So why would false doctrine be mentioned in the Bible? Why if Enoch and all of his information was fake, would they mention it in the Bible? Just like the book of Joshua is mentioned in Joshua chapter 10 and some other places. Y'all be crazy. You don't need, the Bible says y'all got eyes, but y'all don't use them. Because there's plenty of lost books that are mentioned and they're at the library. Oh, God said he put mysteries. Mysteries. Solomon was the wisest man on earth. In order to be the wisest man on earth, you have to know just as much about the good as you do the bad. Because if somebody came and they were bewitched, because the Bible said that there was witches at that time. Remember, Saul went to go visit the witch in Endor. You remember? And she was able to bring up the prophet's shade. That's magic. It's necromancy. Oh, you need to open your eyes and see what's been in front of you the whole time. Oh, okay. Because the root word for pharmacy is magic, incantation, spells, or poison. And that's why all of your medicine is named after demons, but you ain't did your research to see, sir. Please don't come in here telling me what's fake or false, because you don't know enough to say. Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Everything that I've said here has been proven in the last 3 years. You can go look it up. Don't just use the internet to satisfy yourself. Use the internet to put some real fat on your head. Oh, okay. Never mind. Anybody else? Why are there only 144,000 to 155 cemeteries in the USA, yet 8,470 people die every day? My uncle was a mortician until the day that he died. My little cousin is a mortician right now. So, I'm just going to say, it's a reason I grind my own meat. It's a lot of reasons I do a lot of stuff, and people call me crazy, and that's just because they don't know. Period. All of your oil of Olay is where all the black folks that are missing are. All your beauty products, that's where the black missing kids are. They're in your beauty products. They tell you they get melanin from fruits. No, the fruit of the earth. All them acids that you put on, yeah, your sunscreen, right here. Because if a white person puts on sunscreen and gets under a black light, they look like they're from Sudan. Where did you get that? And why do it look black under a black light? Could you have scraped the skin like they used to do back in the day and took the organs and took all of the melanin out of it? Because melanin is more expensive than gold. Gold sell for what, about $50 a gram or something like that? Not and melanin like 450 a gram. Oh, maybe that's why they find our babies with all their organs out, because there's more melanin in the organs. That's why black organs are more expensive on the black market than any other race. They want a black heart before they want any heart. They want a black liver, black eyes, black muscles. Yeah, our body, we 180-pound man dead is worth $36 million to the beauty community. You can look it up for yourself. 180-pound black man is worth $36 million dead to the beauty and health community. Of course they don't care about when we die. They just made $36 million. Oh. And yes, Planned Parenthood does make a fortune from all of those great stem cells. The medical community, period. They tell us we're worthless while praying. Just they pimps. A pimp. The only way a pimp gonna get you to sell your cookie is to tell you it ain't worth nothing until he tell you it is. Hello. I asked y'all what's the easiest way to make a person give you their value. That was one of the first questions I asked y'all when I got over here. How do you make a person something that you have a value? How do you make them give it to you? You tell them it ain't worth nothing and they'll hand it right over to you. Oh, okay. If I don't declare it as something valuable and you look up to me or whatever else it is, because you see me in a certain light, then I can tell you you're not nothing until I make you something, and you're going to do whatever I tell you to do. Oh, so if I tell you you low, but I already know you the most valuable thing in the room, yeah, you going to do whatever I need. Come on. Y'all don't be understanding the game and how it works. Better go watch you some stuff about the isms and schisms, baby. You'll see what's going on around here. Oh, okay. Oh. Got to have more knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be green. You got to see it all and see. I done been around a lot of people and a lot of things. So I see stuff that other people don't see. People way before you ever even think you the red game on me, pumpkin. Now, I ain't saying I'm above getting got, but it be real hard. They get 10 times as much for living fetuses. This is infanticide. Yeah, encouraged for not, reviving abortions. Listen, again, understand I told y'all that my aunties in the 70s, like in the 90s, in the 80s, my parents and my aunties was telling us how they was making all the black women at 17 get hysterectomies. Then I found out in the 90s, early 2000s, my cousin who's a Muslim saying that they were taking those women uteruses, the young, vibrant black women, taking their uteruses and doing uterine implants into white women that could not conceive because their uteruses kept failing. I knew this when I was like 12 or 13 years old. Hello. Sterilization. They needed the body parts. Talk to some of y'all aunties and uncles. Y'all aunties and grandmas that was alive in the 70s and asked them was a lot of black women. They was telling them they needed hysterectomies. Yeah, they was taking the uteruses out and putting them in white women for transplants. And they snatching our young girls to do the transplants into trans women, believe it or not. You said, didn't they take those Mexican lady wombs in GA? Yes, they did. And they did it in 2022. It's been happening. I be trying to tell y'all, just because I don't say everything don't mean I don't know. Some people got to tell you everything they know. I only talk about when we need to. I only talk about it when it's time. This is, okay. Remember when we looked up the HPV? Remember? And we looked up the demon, the name for the medicine for the HPV. When you understand that demons don't want no more humans to be born, and if they are, they want them to be deformed because they feel like they are getting to the image of God. Remember, we just went and read about when Jesus would heal people, how he would do one of two things. He would tell them, you are forgiven, and you healed, or he would tell the demon to leave, and then the person was healed, and he said, your sins be forgiven. So either way it went, there was sin involved that was keeping the person sick. Generational curses is that door. And you don't never know how it's going to come out. Like, granddaddy could have been a pervert, but maybe he only messed with all the little girls in the neighborhood and all the girls in the family, right? Because he was this big, strong, chauvinistic man. Well, you know what that comes out as? A gay grandson. Who he's ashamed of, right? Or a gay granddaughter. This is what it comes out, or trans, or whatever. The sin, okay, that he did, which was probably SAN girls, because back then they did that, and it was the little girl that was, well, it's still happening right now. Okay, so his sexual sin don't have to come out like him. It could be anything else, right? So maybe mama just used to boost clothes, but your son a scammer. You was just taking a little bit from the store. He watch you steal from companies. Now he got all the machines, okay? Or your baby, he go to college. She go to college. But guess what? Now she got $2 million she done stole from her job. Or they become a robber, a stick-up kid. You don't know how what you did is going to affect the generations after you. And the devil gets you to do so much stuff in your youth because he understands that you are sowing those seeds into the generations after you. And if nobody ever comes to tell you, hey, you probably don't want to do that because this is going to lead to this. Remember when I told y'all people used to get mad at me and I said, I do not care what nobody say. If you have a child that is persuaded to be like in the LGBTQ community, watch how that parent act, because a lot of times that parent does not want to talk about the same-sex relationships they had, whether it be through sexual abuse, curiosity. They don't want to talk about it. And I've had people tell me, no, you can't tell me they always been like that. Right, they was born because that spirit was already, the parent ain't already know. Listen, from experience, okay? From experience. From experience when I tell you this. Whole time, it was in the bloodline. Whether it be abuse, incest, whatever it is, it was in the bloodline. And sexual sin can come out however it wants to, because that's the demons that came. We was reading last night. The first, the angels defiled themselves with human women because heaven and earth was never supposed to be in the same body, not like that. So they defiled themselves with the women. That wasn't good enough. Oh, their perversion was ruining them. So then they started to sleep with the animals. That wasn't good enough. So then they started to copulate with men in their rectum. That wasn't enough. So they started sleeping with dead bodies. It's never enough when you open the door to sin. And it's always going to take you further than you need to go. And then what you think is hidden, because the devil likes to embarrass you and make you run back to him or off yourself, he waits to make you think you're doing it all under the cover of whatever, and then he exposes everything that you did. Why God be trying to hide the stuff that you did and throw it in the sea of forgetfulness and make you into a new person. That's why he give you a new name. Because some of our family names are tarnished. Some of our bloodlines don't have good reputations. So God said, okay, I grafted you into my family. You don't have to wear that name anymore. It doesn't matter the sickness that was born into your family. You got a new family. When you were baptized, you got a blood transfusion from me. And so they cleaned your blood. I cleaned your blood. And it doesn't matter what your lineage says. You have new lineage under this new umbrella of you being grafted into my family. You got a blood transfusion. That's why he got rid of his blood. He had to give it to somebody to heal, to save, to bring back to life. Oh, when you signed up and you got baptized, you got a blood transfusion from God himself. My real dad's family used to tell me, oh, we got heart disease, we got this, we got that. I said, I'm not in that bloodline no more. I'm not claiming none of that. Well, then what a guy died on the cross for then? Oh, okay. And I was young. I was under 23 when I was telling them, I'm not about to be claiming that stuff. Why would I want to claim to be sick just because y'all sick? No. No. No, I don't want no parts of it. No, I'm not claiming none of that. I won't be doing any of it. Do you hear me? Mm-mm. There's a lot of ugly things that happen in my family. There's a lot of behavior that was taught. There's no reason that we should have been playing hide and go get it, and it ain't nothing but cousins and neighborhood kids around. And this was being pushed by the adults. Here we go with this craziness. Do you see how folks do every time?
Of in fact, unarmed protesters.
When I tell you they be mad, y'all. Yeah, they be mad. Misinformation. Interesting. Here they go. Every time we get to tap dancing on whatever, they be on this crazy stuff, don't they? I think we have another TikTok. Or do we? I don't know if we do. We got another TikTok. I can't remember it. We just gonna go to what's the name? Y'all know, go to our old house. We gonna see if they be over here tripping too. It seems like my mom. It seems like my mom and grandma going to a different doctor every week or having surgery. I told them it won't be me. I told you, girl, that be my mama too. I already know how it go. I already know how it go. And folks be irritated because we be spitting the truth over here every time. Oh, yeah. Y'all already know every time we start telling what it really is, they be on that crazy stuff. And I think I got rid of our Tadnot place. I'm sure I did. So, I got a CERCA TROVA backup. I should try to get in there. I don't remember the code, though. I got CERCA TROVA backup something, but what is it? Let me go see. Hold on. Maybe I'll remember let me see. I got a backup page over there somewhere. Who knows? I got rid of what's the name though. Let me see. What other one we got over here? Add account. We gonna do this. Wait a minute. I don't even know if I put it under a phone number or what. Nope. Let's see. Ooh, which one is it? It might be this one. Oh, Lord. I don't even remember, y'all. Oh, shoot. I be having too many passwords. Oh, my goodness. What is it? Let me see. Mm-mm. What the heck? We might be out of there, y'all. Let me see some. What the? Hold on. I don't know what device it's on, what phone it's on, or nothing.
No one forced black.
When I tell you I got too many dang emails because I don't be remembering. CERCA TROVA backup at gmail.com. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Why am I signed out of all of these? Goodness gracious. Is this the one? Wait a minute, hold on. Oh no, come on. Listen. Just let me see. I told y'all I don't be remembering all these passwords. It might not even be on this phone. Ooh. Do I even have a TikTok for this? We gonna see. Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh, jeez. Hold on. Let me go get my other phone. I gotta remember the damn account here. Oh, Lord. Let's see if we can remember. I be trying to tell y'all I be having too much. Where the heck is my TikTok? I don't really be going on this one. Let me see if we can get in here. Oh, I can. What's the dang code to this one? Oh, I ain't use this one for nothing. Well, y'all, we hit. Until they let us back on over there, because I don't remember none of the accounts. Not one of them. I don't remember. Oh, well. You know they be playing. Every single time that we we back in. Every single time that we be spitting that real, they be on that weird stuff. I told y'all people can't handle the truth, and they don't be wanting it. They don't want the truth. They lie and say they do, but they don't. And you can tell with that. We be talking about stuff over here that's gonna help people life and help people get free. They be wanting to hear drama and craziness, and a lot of the stuff that I talk about, it tap dance on people's reality. Yeah. Most of the stuff we talk about, you got to look at yourself. And a lot of people don't like to do that. That's why they stay in so many other people's business. No. Most of the people that can tell you everybody else's business, when they story come out, they don't be wanting them to, they don't be having them to talk about. or it be more mess in their life than it do everybody else's. That's why I be trying to tell y'all. I can't tell y'all what nobody else is doing because I'm always just trying to work on me every day. I ain't trying to be in competition with nobody, baby. I just need to be better than I was 10 years ago. If you still over there, that don't have nothing to do with me. Like I said, how long my hair is don't have nothing to do with what's on your head. You could shave it, you could braid it, you could dye it, fry it, lay it to the side. That don't have nothing to do with me. Nothing. Absolutely anything. It don't have anything to do with me. I'm just trying to be better than I was. I don't care what nobody else is doing. I don't care what they drive. I don't care how their house look. I do not care. I don't care if they got a man or don't, got a woman or don't. It don't matter to me. Because none of that, when I get off here or I close my door, nothing on the outside of this can affect my inside. My house is always going to be my safe haven. And when you too busy being in other people's business trying to figure out what they got going on, that's how I know you don't got nothing. I don't got that much time available to be studying nobody's life like that. All the energy you spending trying to figure out what's going on in somebody else's house, you need to be at your house. It's coming from inside. The messiness of it all. The messiness of it all. It's all coming from the inside. I don't have time to be knowing who, what, when, where. I couldn't tell you. Because I barely be trying to make it through my days trying to figure, oh, wait a minute. I was supposed to be doing something. And it ain't because I couldn't tell you what nobody is doing. I couldn't. I don't know. I absolutely don't. And honestly don't care. Because you see the people that be worried about what everybody else is doing ain't ready for what's coming right now and what's happening. They are caught off guard in real life. Excuse me. And I think that's why when I was out in the streets, people used to be like, you weird. Nah, I just don't care about what the crowd doing. I always walk by myself. Now, every once in a while, I had a few homegirls, but even with them, I'm showing up by myself. I'll meet you in the parking lot, or I'll be there. I don't gotta show up with y'all. I'll get there. Yeah, I don't have to do. Everybody talking about it, and that's why I won't be. I'm about to find something everybody ain't talking about that makes you stand out more than you just repeating what you just heard. That's crazy. So you just don't have no individuality at all. You can only talk about what everybody else talking about. Got it. So you ain't gonna look outside of nothing that's around you. That means you won't have no experience that other people around you have never had. Oh, okay. Just say you like being mediocre then. That's all you gotta say. You hear me? Just go ahead and let everybody know you like being normal. I don't want to be normal. I don't want to be like everybody else. I don't want to look like everybody else. I don't want to talk about everything that everybody else talking about. That don't make me feel like I have, like an individual. It make me feel like I'm a part of the Stepford Wives. I don't want to do that. That's what I don't care about. I'm gonna wear what I like. I'm gonna eat what I like. I'm not now. Don't get me wrong. If I see something, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try that. But it's not about to be my whole life. Just everything that everybody else talk. I don't care about that. That's stupid. I'm unique in real life. Cause I hear all the time, I've never met anybody like you. My whole life I've heard that. I've never met anybody like you. Good. Hopefully you never forget either. I might be hard to get away from, but I'm not hard to get off your mind. You don't gotta be. I don't gotta be where you is. Oh, okay. So you say I'm about to put something on your mind. That's what I'm about to do. And it don't gotta be no grown up stuff. Just I'm gonna help you think about something that you might not have normally thought about. You said if you're not the lead dog, the view never changes. Ooh. And I don't care about being in the front of people. Like, I don't know. Maybe because I've always walked to my own, like, path or beat my own drum since I was a young person. And I came from a family that's real cliquish. They will isolate you and turn their backs on you. So a lot of stuff where people was like, I gotta be with my family. I was like, yeah, no. And it ain't that my family can't be loving and supportive. They can, but they have a whole clique mentality. Like, if the mama mad at you, all the other sisters and brothers are not talking to you. Like, or the auntie. I don't got time for that. And so when I went out into the world and I saw the cliques and stuff, like I never really ran with a whole group of a whole bunch of girls. I first of all, I grew up in a house with boys. So when I went to the club, a lot of times I went with my niggas. Like they was like my brothers. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, cause chicks be weird, and I done told y'all this story a lot of times. Like I don't have time for that. You want to get in front of these niggas, and I don't. I will fart in front of these niggas. I don't care. Pick my nose, everything, scratch, whatever I gotta do. I don't look at them like that. Yeah, they dressed up, they look nice, but I know these niggas' secrets. I don't care about that. You trying to do that, and you wondering why they buying me drinks, nigga? Cause I'm the bait for y'all. Y'all don't even know I'm the whole bait. They about to send me over there to you, and I'm gonna say, girl, my brother think you is so cute. He been watching you all night, and because I'm dressed up, you like weird. Oh, okay, I'm the bait, nigga. Tuh. Hey, sis, you ready? We got you. We got us a table. What you want to drink? We gonna get you a bottle. Don't even worry about it. Like what? I'm the bait. Understand? I'm part of the plan. Now, and I wasn't on no niggas that be trafficking. No, you. This the same thing my little brother and them used to do. Hey, what's that girl name? Hey, tell her I like her. Ain't nothing changed. It was happening in the club too. When I was young, I would find the weirdest thing in the store because I knew no one else was going to be wearing it and was going to make it look good every time. Every time. You said, what happened to the Black America's plan for 2025 summer? I don't know. I didn't start that trend. You're going to need to go talk to the people that did. I have no idea. Black people is taking a break and worrying about their own business. So that's probably what happened. Folks be wanting us to do a lot of stuff and then they talk crazy. So black folks is just chilling. They dancing and kicking their boots up and stuff and doing line dances and square dances and getting on horses and riding around, having a good time, just putting their hats on and gardening and stuff. I don't know. That's the black agenda right now, looking like to me. To chill out before the hell breaks loose. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm gonna say. Black folks is tired. We've been carrying all countries on our backs for years. Every country. Even Asia and stuff. Yeah. Because Asia couldn't do all the tech that they do without Africa. Because they need the metals from there. Because they're not native to Asia. So black folks is tired on every continent. Every last one of them. This world will not run without Africa and the people that are native from it. We tired. We tired of setting trends. We tired. Figure it out. Do it. Again, every race of people talks about how people of color are worth nothing while extorting and extracting all of their value and giving them nothing. It's been happening for generations. Because all of the beauty of China and the beauty of Japan, not without African minerals you won't. Not without melanin for your microchips. Crazy that the thing that we are born with runs everything around us. See the corkscrews I got in my hair? They absorb electricity into my body. They do. They're antennas. And as long as I don't relax them or do anything with them, I will keep absorbing the energy that flows through the air through my hair, like a wind turbine. When I go outside, the sun gets turned into energy for me. Interesting. Takes radiation and turn it into energy. It's nuclear science, is it not? What is a nucleus? What is a nucleus? Tell me what a nucleus is. Please. The nucleus is the most important part of an atom. Interesting. So would you dare to say that black people are the nucleus of the earth? Because without our inventions, without our organs, without our tech, without our minerals, without all of these different things, this world would stop. It controls and regulates activities. You mean like how we set trends and then everybody follow them and steal them? How we build machines and then they won't give us a patent so we can get our money? You mean like how we had the dendera bulb back in Africa and they lied to us and told us that somebody over here made a bulb and it had been for over 3,000 years electricity and light and power charging stations in the buildings? They were built in like a backup generator. How we had pools and sanitation and all of these different things and hydroelectricity, all of these things, medicines and surgery procedures, because they find pharaohs with mended bones and not just some janky stuff. They were doing surgery. They had x-rays. Interesting. How? Oh, they have building techniques that are found all around the world, and there has not been one society that could do what they did. The nucleus. If black people start wearing it, it's popular. If black people start singing it, it's popular. If black people start eating it, it's popular. If black people start to wear their hair like that, it is popular. The nucleus. Hello. It's gonna call a spade a spade. We the topic at every table. We are the specimen that everybody wants to watch. I went into a restaurant yesterday and I was the only person of color, and when I tell you I could feel all the eyes on me, one young lady, the one lady was looking like she didn't even know how to take me, that was checking me out. She was like, the young girl, she was like, I like your hair. I said, thank you, pumpkin. I see you with your Farrah Fawcett flip. She was like, thank you. These all white folks. The man that came out and handed me my food, he was a ginger. He said, here you go. Are you such and such? I said, yes. He was like, here. I seen it. Because I was in my black woman energy yesterday with my hair wrap and my earth tones on, honey. Skin was popping. Melanin was glowing and glistening. I seen it. And I'm a lot older than what they thought. I already know. And I said, yeah, I'm coming to get this. I know I shouldn't be. Oh, no, I won't be telling you where I was at. See, that's the difference. I'm an old woman. People on this internet tell everybody where they go. That is the most dangerous thing you can do. I don't tell people I went nowhere normally until I got back. But I still won't be telling that. It's the worst thing you can do is tell people where you going and when you gonna be there and what time you leaving. I grew up in a different timeline, and that was you trying to tell the ops where you with, who you be with, where you going. Oh no, we moved in silence for real. We didn't get online and say, oh, I'm moving in silence, I'm on my way to the. No, we didn't do that. We actually popped up at your door or been walking behind you for a minute and you didn't know, and the person you walking with, you don't even know that's my cousin. And they got you going over to my grandma's house, and I'm about to pop out the closet on your way. Oh, never mind. Beep, beep, beep. Yes, my homeboy saw your glow through the TV screen yesterday. You circle. I was like, yep, you can see God's light in her. Uh-oh, come on, homeboy. You seen this? See? Yeah, do. The glory of the Lord. Do you understand? They said when they seen Joseph with his fine self, I bet you he looked like Xavier legit. I know he did. I know for a fact that Joseph looked like Xavier legit. Legit. However he was, he might have mumbled like that too. Because they said he was glorious. He used to be on the chariot with that gold thing on, body all glistening, all oiled up over there, eating the best that Egypt had to offer, the best rub downs and stuff. I'm sure Joseph looked like that. I'm positive. I believe that Xavier legit might be a replica of Adam. hmm That's what I'm thinking. Or that one big black man that be walking around in Africa, him and that girl, and he be walking around and his skin so black, and everybody just do like this, honey. They don't care if they married or nothing. And then even the men take their phone out and be looking at them. I believe Adam looked like one of them too. hmm Blacker than black and just beautiful. Yeah. With some pretty wavy hair or something. And even if it wasn't wavy, it was thick and just held the heat on his head and stuff. I'm sure that's his sister. And honey, yeah, dated from that good stock. But see that for real, that's how the people like my family in the South, that's how they look. Corn fed like that. Trying to tell you come from good stock. You hear me? That's why I say I ain't even sad about it. Cause baby, my mama is 70 and people is paying for her body. She's 60. She about to be 68 in a couple of days. People is paying for my mama body and she's 70. Like all jokes aside, I'm talking about all the way through. They paying for the body that my mama got at 70. Damn near. She 2 years away. 24 months. And they are paying. My daughter, we just talked about. I said, I told you we came from good stock, girl. Just thick for no reason is. Small upper body, baby, and got that thing. My daughter said, Mom, what? Grandma need to put that thing away. Hips nice. Y'all seen her, and she stay fly, keep her nails done, gonna keep her do with, baby, listen. Still getting hit on by 40 and 30-year-olds. So what is you talking about? And the nigga can hike a mountain. And hike 5 mountains, as a matter of fact, in one day. What you mean? And she got the 3 knee replacements. You ain't telling me nothing. I'm grateful. You said your mama looks, y'all seen her? Stay clean too. Stay clean. About to be 70, baby. And folks is going out and getting her body. I'm not worried about nothing. Hourglass Egypt is. My mama is shaped just like the girl on have y'all seen the black girl? And she be doing kind of like the anime stuff, and she real shapely. She was over there in China or whatever going to school. I don't know her name, but she's gorgeous. And she used to wear all of the flowy dresses and stuff to respect their culture. But when she got ready to graduate, she popped out in that skirt, and everybody, I had already seen it though, because I know what they be hiding under there, because that's my family. They be hiding that. I said, oh yeah, she thicker than 1,000 under that skirt. I seen it. I could tell by the way her skirt moving. People wasn't paying attention. She be doing her hair. She got the, she makes her eyes look big like the anime kid. Have y'all seen her? Beautiful. Baby. She popped out in that skirt. I said, I knew it. I already know. Because that is how my mama be looking when she be wearing them skirts. Like, I already knew. And my mama got that body at 70. She might have a little bit around the waist, but that's the exact body my mama got at 70 years old. 68. Nah. You know who I'm talking about? You said potato-shaped runs in my family. Hilarious. My mama was fine in her casket at 75. Everybody talked about her flat stomach, yep, and her wide hips and her... Listen. Good stock. Grateful for it, too. And I ain't saying nobody else is like, but listen. The black woman is the beauty standard, no matter what nobody say. Because I came up in a time where Sir Mix-a-Lot was a thing. And that was the statement from the rest of the world. Do you remember? That Becky, oh my God, look at her butt. It's so big. She looks like one of those rap guys' girlfriends. Like, ew. And then you just see bubbles, 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 bubbles. Now everybody want bubbles. Everybody want bubbles. Everybody want the full lips and the nice cheekbones and everything. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You hate black, but you're tanning every day, babe. Matter of fact, y'all getting so dark. And I saw a country girl. Baby, she was as dark as me. Down in the country, in the south somewhere, talking about she got tan. Girl, no, you got black. What is you doing? Y'all seen her? She was getting ready to go on her prom or whatever, baby. She was darker than me. Whole pale white. That's not tanning. That is not tanning. And if you hate color so much, why you keep trying to get it? Why do you do so much to not be white if white is right? Why you don't like your pasty skin? Why are you spray tanning? Why are you getting melanin shots? Like, you can't fool me. You try to make me think that this is ugly while all the while trying to become me. Go away. Go away. And I told y'all this 3 years ago. I said, pay attention. They keep trying to tell you what you have is no good. It's horrible. It's everything. Right. Your curly hair that defies gravity. They go get a perm. Stop it. Quit hating yourself because they love you. No matter what they say. Because even in the diss tracks, you don't hear no honky-tonk nothing. You don't hear no country. And if it is, it's a black country song. Stop it. How you going to talk crazy to me while listening to rap music? You just look real crazy. You think that's funny? It's not. Nothing about it is funny. Actually, you look silly. You look real silly. Trying to talk crazy about black people while listening to black music and doing black dances. Like, it's weird. It's giving SWF and SWM. That's what it's giving. Yeah, what? Oh, okay. You're not gonna make me hate myself while you're obsessed. Y'all know that's what narcissistic men and women do. They want your life, so they tell you your life is horrible, all the while trying to steal your life. They tell you how your life is never going to be anything, but they are now slowly assuming your character, your role, your dreams, your everything, and all of a sudden and you don't even know where you was at no more because they didn't stole you from you. Oh, okay. Pay attention to what be going on around here. See, people, CERCA has trauma. No, CERCA went through this life and I learned the lessons. And you can't tell me what I learned because I've seen it over and over and over and over and over. You hear me? Sarah, listen. There's a lady that's going through classes about her Cherokee race. I already know. My brother was born red, and he's very dark. They already knew when he was born. My little brother, his dad, they come from, listen, I already know how it goes. Where I come from is a lot of Indians. And they wasn't light-skinned. They was black. With pretty wavy hair. Some of them didn't even have pretty wavy hair, but you could tell by their skin because they have red, real red skin. They were dark, but they had real, like when they would get hot, you could see the red come out of their skin. Oh, okay. I already knew. My little brother can go get money right now from his grandfather. Yeah. This is the thing, though. I already knew that, Mark. When I came on here and I kept seeing the people that's over there, it's like the Romans and the folks that came from the northern areas, and now they're saying they're the Khazars. We talked about them. We talked about the Khazars. We talked about that. Even the native Indians that are here right now. I talked about the migrations. But again, I said a lot of people don't know because they didn't study the migration out of Africa. And in order to do that, you have to read the Bible. You have to read the Bible to understand the migrations out of Africa. You have to learn the names when it says such and such begat such and such begat such and such. Well, when you start Googling those names, they take you to different places in different cities around the world. Oh, and then you go and you learn about that person's culture and you find out, oh, this is a descendant of Shem. This is a descendant of Jabal. This is a descendant of Jubal. Because his son's name was this, and this race of people was this, but then they was warring with these people and they drove them north. You mean like to Russia? And east, northeast, to China and Japan and all of, oh, okay. Turkestan and all of the, oh, okay, Turkmenistan and all of it, they got driven out of right in this area over here. Oh, okay. Then you go and you find out who made boats and who made this and who made that. And thank you. And even like I said, if you look at all of the Native American dress, it looks exactly like what is in Southern Africa and Northern Africa too. The big fans and all of the beaded jewelry. Look at a Native American's flap that they wear, and then go look at a African chief's flap that he wear. The designs are even the same. You can tell where the tribe went. Hello, where the race of people went. You can tell because, again, I'm just now starting to see little Caucasian girls with beads and braids, baby. But every household I went to under the age of 18, it was going to be a black woman with beads in her hair and gold trinkets and stuff. It was going to be some little girls. And it might even be some little boys because my son definitely used to get braids and beads. Honey, all them to the back, the designer, and they come back and they got beads. And all my uncles wore beads in their hair too. You mean like the people over in Africa? Still getting cornrows. My brother, the waves that's on the Egyptian hieroglyphs, he had those. The ones that make you seasick. I did too when I was 16. I cut all my hair off and I grew waves. Had a good old Tony Braxton fade. I had beads all the time as a kid. Nephew, it's still going. You can still see all of those hairstyles right now. Just go look up. I'm going to run to the restroom. Go look up 10 countries in Africa where the males wear beaded designs and then females wear beaded designs. I told y'all it's a chick in Indianapolis. She braid like my auntie used to. Dudes was paying this lady like $2,500 to braid their hair because they braid stayed up for 8 months. And it don't hurt when she braid. And they have the same intricate designs that you see in all of the little bitty, and then they have beads in there, and it be all of these different designs. And it, like, when it grow out with a fro under it because the braids are so small and so whatever. Yeah, my auntie braided like that. I told y'all when she used to do micros, it looked like strands of hair, no joke. Her French braids, you couldn't like. And then as I got older and got access to the internet, I'm like, Amy, you know you braid like these people? It's Africans that braid. Well, my auntie was very, very dark skinned, thicker than 1,000, beautiful white teeth. These are traditions that are passed down through our family. Do you see what I'm saying? The braiding, all of the wig making and all of that kind of stuff. I started learning how to do sew-ins when I was like 7 or 8, 9 years old, watching my aunties. And they'll give us the little tracks of the fake hair or whatever. And we used to get to stitch them on the dolls. They teaching us how to braid. These are things that I've been taught. Well, you can go in any African country and see an African woman teaching her daughter to braid. Teaching her to do the hair. All of it. It's still, I taught my daughters do hair right now. I taught all, and my son do hair. He do hair too. He can. This is a rite of passage. I started doing my mom's hair when I was like probably 13. Because my aunties, when they was braiding, and we used to have to get all the hair up off the floor, we weren't throwing it away. We was going to straighten it out and put it in our baby doll hair. Oh, okay. Same thing you be seeing the little African girls do when they mamas be braiding. They'll have them little baby and they parting it and they doing it. Oh, okay. So it's in my DNA to do that. It's in my DNA that when it's hot, you get your hair braided up. In the summer, you can wear it down. Oh, okay. Like in the winter, it's over there. It's cooler. So then they might have different hairstyles. But in the summertime, it's going to be braided up in little braids. Put up. They ain't trying to have a whole bunch of hair on their head. People like, oh, they can't grow hair. No, it's too hot. And instead of always wrapping up a wig, they just keep their hair short. It just makes more sense. Yeah. Oh, okay. You in the Sahara and all of these different places over there, and it's stupid hot. That's why we did at my grandmother's niece. She was doing hair, and we were doing our doll's hair. Right. Right. Everything is still there. Whatever your ancestors do, you gonna do. Certain things are just ancestral. Don't get mad at me. They like raw meat, and they kids eat raw meat. Raw hamburger, just put it in their mouth and eat it. Now, is there African? The Ethiopians do have a dish where they eat raw hamburger. They do, but for the most part, the people that don't mind their meat bloody. How many steaks barbecues you been to and the steak came off of there and it wasn't burnt on the edges? Even if it ain't all the way cooked on the inside, all the way in the inside, and the very inside, might be about this much pink. But slapping it on there and putting some grill marks on it and then putting it on the plate, not gonna happen. Mom used to get mad at cutting off them hair dolls. Yeah. No. Sometimes we ask them put it back on there. I need a little bit more burn on it. It's done. I know it's done. That meat done, girl. It's tender. Okay, but I want some burn on it. Thank you. You know who else felt like that? The Lord. He said, put the fat on the side, put the meat right there. I'm going to send the heavenly fire down to burn up that meat first, and then I'm going to hit that fat because it smells real good. That juice dripping, the fat dripping over the coals with the smell. He said, there's a sweet aroma to my nose. When they put the cow or whatever sheep or whatever they were offering on the altar, he said, I'm going to send fire down to burn up the meat. Then I'm going to hit that fat because, ooh, the drippings. He said, it's wafting up here. Woo! Smell real good to me. Mm-hmm. That's barbecue. Render that fat. Smell it from 2 blocks away because this thing went up and in the air and came down. The wind is blowing somebody barbecuing. You smell that? I don't know. Probably Mr. Eddie over there because that smell like his food. It don't smell like Mr. Jefferson. His barbecue, he cooked with mesquite wood. He cooking over some. Listen, God even told them the wood to put there because he know what he like it to smell like. He want that aroma. He want the maple wood infused in the meat. Listen, I gotta run to the bathroom. I keep saying it and I ain't went. I'll be right back. Okay, I'll be trying to tell y'all. You got the reed in a. So I was thinking about this the other day. If you have the money, I need you to get a water distiller. The thought came to my mind like 2 days ago or 3, and I didn't say nothing to y'all. If you already have one, that's fine. But if you can find a water distiller for a good price, you need to go on and afterpay one. Okay? Hurry up. Instead of your Starbucks this week, they have them on Amazon and different places for like under $60. Now, they got the super expensive ones, but you need to get a water distiller, because if you have to clean wounds and stuff like that, ain't no telling what they're going to be doing with the water plants. Hello? Y'all hear me? Because what we have might not be enough for what they want to do. Now, let's do this right here, too. What do I do with my phone? Please, I meant to say something. Actually, for like over a week now, really. But I meant to. It was something I was getting ready to say, and somebody probably asked me a question. But if you can do it, get you. And it don't gotta be nothing super expensive. Just get you a water distiller. Okay. Put that on your list. If you can't get it till next month, I think they got some for like $59, $49, $69, $89. The prices vary, but you just need to have one. Have I read all of these books? I've read a lot of them. Why is that important though? Do you think they're just a photo? This is not for the, what do y'all call it? Aesthetic. No. I actually like to read. I have to read every day. And have been for a very long time. They not for the aesthetic, I promise you. We actually use them here. This is a school. Welcome to WOIU. Is there a difference between that and the water filtration system? Yeah. Yeah. That's just to filter out as much as you can. But to still, like, say for instance, you can filter the water, but there can still be other stuff in there, right? So, like, have you seen, nephew, when they put, like, they're taking certain liquors and they put it through the thing and it turns it into moonshine? Because I don't really know the whole chemical scientific thing behind it, but it does something else. It does something else. Like, that's why they sell distilled water and then they just purified. So what we be having is purified. But when you're doing like medical procedures, or you have to use it for something like that, then you need distilled water. Medical professionals, am I right? Like certain procedures and even like distilled water is what you want to clean wounds, or it just does, it's like an extra purification process. Yes, distilled water is good for cleaning, right? Right, because we don't know what they about to be doing, and so we want to already have our defenses up and ready. Okay, because remember we talked about 3 years ago, water, food, communication. Do you remember? Water, food, communication. You need distilled water for neti pots, vaporizers, and humidifiers. Exactly. Yes, it's using heat and evaporation to remove the impurities. Thank you. There we go. So, this is why he's been telling me, y'all know how it be. Y'all know how it be. If you can get a satellite radio phone, I would. We have CB radios and Bofangs. But if you can get a satellite phone, That's what's used to make baby formula out of. Okay, see, look at we have a very smart school and very intelligent people over here. I love it. And it's been about a week. Excuse me, but I was like, I know these people be tired of me, but if it won't leave me alone, then I have to say. And because sometimes it just be me, you know? I think it be me. I don't know, because all the things that I be thinking, I just be randomly thinking don't be me. So whoever, however, whether it's him telling me or it's just been on my heart to tell y'all that if you can get one, to get one. Because you got to think, if the hospital's closed down and you have to be sanitizing things and just, you know, doing your own healthcare type stuff or whatever. You said you have to use distilled water for CPAP machines also. See, I didn't know that. And my dad uses a CPAP. So, right. You said, I don't see distilled water in my stores like I used to. Maybe it's the area. No. Water, food, communication. Trying to tell you. Water, food, and communication. Those are the three things you need to be paying attention to right now. In real life. This is the thing. Okay. Yeah. I'm about to show you something. And y'all probably already seen it, but we gon' pay attention. We just gonna listen, okay? We gonna put it. You got your listening ears on? Raise your hand if you got your listening ears on.
Across something that's pretty fucking disturbing, y'all. There is a government group, it's called the Bipartisan Commission on Biodefense, and they just dropped a report talking about a fake bioterrorist attack that happens on July 4th, y'all, 2025. Straight up Independence Day, folks. They said in this scenario, a virus hits, and it's not COVID, but something way deadlier. Lab-made, super contagious, and in their mock story, 280,000 people died on the first day. That's not even counting the people who got sick afterwards. Look, I'm not saying this is really going to happen, but why even pick that day for a fake attack? Like, what kind of message is supposed to be fucking sending? They even talked about how smaller attacks happened before that nobody noticed. Then boom, July 4th hits, full-blown chaos, y'all. Hospitals packed, animals are dying, and people are panicking. I don't know, man. It's like they're prepping us for something, but they're not really being straight up, you know what I mean? They call it a hypothetical exercise. But if you're writing something that detailed, you're thinking about it for a reason, you know what I mean? This shit was like 100 and something pages long, y'all. I'm not trying to scare nobody, but I feel like if the people in charge are even imagining stuff like this, maybe we the people should be paying attention too, you feel me? Just Google it, man. July 4th, 2025, Biodefense Commission. If you don't believe me, man, check that shit out. This shit is fucking crazy. So I just came across some...
You all right? We don't care about spelling errors and stuff here. We don't. We know what you're talking about. Do you see it? Tell me if we talked about that in this class here 3 years ago. 3.5 almost now. Who remembers me telling you that the devil tell you what he gonna do before he do it to you? You just gotta be paying attention. Remember how I said they put the survival food out 3 years ago and nobody was paying attention. I said people just walking right on by it. The easiest way to tell the truth, I mean to hide the truth, is to put it in plain sight. You mean like in a hypothetical situation? All the sci-fi that was supposed to be just entertainment is now in our lives, isn't it? Being able to walk up to a place and it scans your retina and then you go in, that used to be far in the future and now it's real. Placing your hand over something and it scanning your palm used to be tech. I mean, it used to be entertainment for us and now it's real. Flying cars used to be a fake thing, now they're real. Being able to see somebody. Because when I was little, this is how we talked on the phone. We definitely couldn't see you. We didn't even know you were calling. Unless you told us the exact same time that you was going to call. And wasn't no call waiting at first. There was no caller ID. But you know where that was at? In the Jetsons. In the cartoon from when I was 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or however old I was. How you're seeing me right now, where we could just call you up and your face will pop up. Or we could just go look at food on a phone or a screen and pay for it and it'll show up at our door immediately. Yeah, that was the Jetsons. Everything in the Jetsons right now is what we thought. Ooh, in the future, and we in the future. The doctor didn't come to the house at first. The doctor, they called the doctor, then the doctor would show up. You mean like MedMD? WebMD? You mean like your counseling appointments that you have where you sit in your house and the doctor sitting at their space and they not where you at and you not where they at? You mean like the Jetsons? The entertainment became life. The art, it became life. Interesting. I seen this morning about severe weather supposed to be on the 4th too. Oh. Okay. Still don't think it's important to have a solar power generator and lights and a way to cook just in case the power go out. A way to filter your own water and have some survival things as far as shelf-stable food. You still don't think that's important at all? No? Crazy. Because most people, again, until the news is talking about it or they're not paying attention, they don't care. But you heard what he said. And we talked about it. What type of magic has to do with the weather? Tell me. Is there a specific form of magic? Oh, yeah. A specific form of magic that can change the weather? Is there a mancy or some type of magic? That has to do with the weather? What is it called? I know y'all know the answer because we talked about it before. What is the kind of magic that we see all the time and don't even realize it's the dang of man? What is it called? Can you tell me? There are people that go get jobs to do this, and we watch them every day on the news. meteorologist, but there's another meteoromancy. Okay, so that's meteorology, but there's something else. Come on, think about it. Magic and the news. Aeromancy. Yeah. Forecasting! Forecasting. Simple. Forecasting. You cast spells, right? Ain't that you have to cast a spell? And you are casting a spell to change the future. No? Forecasting. Magic. That's how they can make clouds appear and they standing in front of a blue screen. A green screen. Is that not an illusion? That's not really what the clouds look like. They're pushing a button and making it pop up. Isn't that illusion magic? Hello? He's sitting in a building like me and walking across in front of a green screen that shows fake. That's an illusion of what it looks like. That's not really what it looks like. They show you the thing, but this is an illusion because if he click off of there and I'm standing in the side of the studio, that ain't really there. They showed you at the children's museums around the world. That's illusion magic right in your face, and they're forecasting with illusion magic. Oh. Hello. No. And they use aeromancy and meteorology, the study. Okay. They're telling you about the elements, are they not? About drought, about rain, about wind, right? Isn't that what you need for magic? The elemental forces. So they're forecasting using illusion magic, and they're telling you about the elements and what's going to come. And we know from harp that they create. So they, okay. Do you remember in all of our Disney shows and stuff like that, that if they strung a harp, that it could open a door or cause an earthquake, or if a sound happened, it can make rocks fall down. They can make rain come down. They can make waves move. They could cause the weather. So forecasting, illusion magic, and then doing the exact same thing that the Egyptians were doing and different people like y'all avatars that could change the wind and the rain and the sun and make the like storm. No? This is why we went through and studied all the mancies. Hydromancy and this and that. We did this already. I think it's barometer. It got something to do with the barometer too. It's a form of magic with that. Yep, they have a whole sphere of the earth in the news forecasting school that they call the National Weather Center. Okay. Magic. A crystal ball. Y'all don't remember when we used to see that the witch could look into the crystal ball and a person would be somewhere where she wasn't at, or the warlock, and they could make it rain where that person was? They said a spell or did something over the ball, and even if it was sunny, the witch or the warlock had control over the weather so that they could make it rain where they want. You mean like they do right now with a heart? with the poles that's in the ground, in the earth's crust. And never mind. Yeah. Our phones and all of it. You see how much magic is around us, and folks say, oh, they worship the devil. Well, you better put that dang scrying mirror you got that you talking about the folks that's doing the magic, because how did you see them and they ain't at your house? Oh, you used the crystal ball, liquid crystal display. Oh, okay. So everybody using it right now. Because you can't see your pastor when you don't go to church unless you use your crystal ball. And just like they used to say back in the day, mirror, mirror on the wall, show me. Or we say, hey, Siri, and then she'd say, what you want to see? I can show you whatever you want to see around the world. You can order food. You can see what somebody else is doing, be all in their business, eavesdropping on their conversations and everything. And you got to use liquid crystals to do it. Oh, okay. Who doing that? Y'all got liquid crystal balls in your church. Big ones. Take up the whole back of the worship thing right there. Oh. Never mind. You said you want to talk about what is a witch and who is a witch. Oh, okay. Recording conversations. Ain't you? Using your familiars. Sending people out. Look at you. He said y'all be in the synagogues of Satan. They have an organization called NOAA, and it stands for the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration. The weather. And the weather was real crazy when Noah was around, wasn't it? It was wind, and it was dark, and it was raining, and fires everywhere, and folks was unaliving people. That's why he was a drunk. You watched everything but what is in the boat with you die. Will Smith. I Am Legend. Oh, okay. And y'all got the only food on the planet. Okay. Can y'all go to page 376 in book 2, please? Since folks don't believe it. But before you do, 2 things. Get your book 1. I need you to go to 1 Samuel 28 and 3 and tell me what it say. 1 Samuel 28 and 3. What does it say? Real quick. And then go get your book 2 and go to 376. Let's see something real quick. 1 Samuel 28 and 3. What it say? What is it about? What is the chapter about? What's the heading? Y'all still here? Or y'all looking? Saul consulting a medium at Endor. You read that in the Bible, right? In the book of a prophet, right? That's the book about a prophet and a king. Okay. I just want to make sure for folks be talking about this is false doctrine. Okay. Now can you go to page 376, book 2, please, in the Old Testament, see paragraph? Saul in the medium at Endor. Okay. Okay. We gonna read over here. Okay. So y'all read the scripture. Now come on back to 376. Since folks is in here talking about I don't know what I'm talking about because magic is real and it's in your Bible all over the place. God wouldn't have put it there if he didn't want you to understand. Here we go now. Folks just be looking at what they want to look at, and this is why they don't know what's going on right now. Why they be talking about they worship the devil and use magic, and you do too every day that you use your iPhone and your iWatch and your iPad and your TV. You're using a scrying mirror or a magic mirror or a crystal ball. But moving on. That part. It's right. What you said about magic and that science being the same it is. Okay. 64, you see that? It says, and after this Samuel died, and all Israel gathered together and wept over him and buried him. So Samuel is in the ground. He has been embalmed and he is laying down. Then Saul thought and said, because I am to expel the wizards from the land of Israel. There was wizards in Israel? And witches? Really? No. You don't say. There was witches and wizards like Gandalf. Hello? Like Merlin in Israel in the days of Saul the king. This is in your Bible, is it not? Hello? Excuse me. Was it? You just read it in 1 Samuel. And now it's over here. Magicians, wizards, magic. Okay. Here we go. Ooh. Folks just don't even want to know. It says, yeah. He said, because I am to expel the wizards from the land of Israel, they will be mindful of me after my departure. And Saul scattered all the wizards from the land. And God said, behold, Saul has not driven the wizards out of the land for fear of me, but to make a name for himself, because he will go to those whom he has scattered to obtain divination from them, because he has no prophets. And then the Philistines said to each his neighbor, behold, Samuel the prophet is dead, and who prays for Israel? And David, who fought on their behalf, is Saul's enemy, and he is not with them. And now let us rise up and go and fight and attack them and avenge the blood of our fathers. And the Philistines gathered together and came for battle. And when Saul saw that Samuel was dead and David was not with him, his hands grew faint. And he inquired of the Lord, but he did not listen to him. And he sought out prophets, and none appeared to him. And Saul said to the people, let us seek out a medium and inquire of him what I should plan out. And the people answered him, behold, now there was a woman in Sedekla by name, and this is the daughter of the Midianite diviner, who led the people of Israel astray with sorceries. And behold, she dwells in Endor. And Saul put on his worst clothes and went off to her, he and 2 men with him, by night, and said to her, raise up Samuel for me. And she said, I fear King Saul. And Saul said to her, you will not be harmed by Saul in this matter. And Saul said to himself, when I was king in Israel, even if the Gentiles did not see me, they knew nevertheless that I was Saul. And Saul asked the woman, saying, have you ever seen Saul? She said, I have seen him often. Saul went outside and wept and said, behold, now I know that my appearance has been changed, and the glory of the kingdom has passed from me. What did I tell y'all about when you start to see it and it shows up in your countenance? Everybody knew what Saul looked like prior to. But immediately after God took his grace and mercy off of him, guess what happened? He didn't even look the same no more. She couldn't even recognize him. It don't matter if a person got on sweats or a nice suit. You know him when you see him, right or wrong. Hello? No? Huh? Don't you know him when you see him? Oh, okay. You know Krishan Rock if you see her in a dress or some sweats. You know Krishan Rock. Okay. He said, you don't know who I am? He said, you ever seen the king? I used to see him all the time. You don't even recognize me sitting right in front of you. You ain't never seen nobody you know, and when you see him, you don't even, you like, oh my God. I can't believe. They'll be talking to you and you don't even realize who they are. Because their appearance didn't change so much. You used to be like, man, he used to be nice looking. She used to be nice looking. That's crazy. Okay. All right. Here we go. Ooh. And when the woman saw Samuel rising up, she saw Saul with him. Uh-oh. Hold on. And when the woman saw Samuel rising up, mind you, where is he rising up from and they just buried him? You just read with me that they put him in the ground. He had been buried. He was dead. So where is he rising up from and they done buried him in the ground? Oh, okay. Because he been dead. Okay. And when the woman saw Samuel rising up, and she saw Saul with him, she shouted out and said, behold, you are Saul, and you have deceived me. And he said to her, do not be afraid, but tell what you have seen. And she said, behold, 40 years have passed since I began raising up the dead for the Philistines. But such a sight as this has never been seen before, nor will it be seen afterward. And Saul said to her, what is his appearance? And she said, you are asking me about divine beings. For behold, his appearance is not the appearance of a man. For he is clothed in a white robe with a mantle placed over it, and 2 angels are leading him. And Saul remembered the mantle that Samuel tore when he was alive. And he struck his hand on the ground and pounded it. And Samuel said to him, why have you disturbed me by raising me up? I thought that the time for being rendered the rewards of my deeds had arrived. And so do not boast, king, nor you, woman, for you have not brought me forth, but the order that God spoke to me while I was still alive, that I should come and tell you that you have sinned now a second time in neglecting God. Therefore, after rendering up my soul, my bones have been disturbed, so that I who am dead should tell you what I heard while I was alive. Now, therefore, tomorrow you and your sons will be with me, when the people have been delivered into the hands of the Philistines. And because your insides will be eaten up with jealousy, were eaten up with jealousy, what is yours will be taken from you. And Saul heard the words of Samuel and grew faint and said, behold, I am going to die with my sons. Perhaps my destruction will be an atonement for my wickedness. And Saul rose up and went away from there. Did you hear that? The jealousy eats you up from the inside out. I hope you paid attention to that part and caused you to lose everything you got. That show is right. I hope you peeped that part. Go back and highlight that. That jealousy, he said, because you was jealous, it ate you up from the inside out, and you're going to lose your life and everything you own and your children. Okay. Uh-oh, don't do that. Nah, I did that. I got too many books up here and it slid down. Oh, okay. I hope you paid attention to that part. Since you want to be jealous, that's why I told y'all I don't play with that. Jealous, envy, all of Oh, you got to get away from me with all that. All right. So is magic real? She said she had been practicing necromancy for 40 years, didn't she? She said, I've been practicing necromancy with the Philistines for 40 years, and I ain't never seen nothing happen like this where two angels is bringing the soul up. Never. What movie show was it? The Wheel of Time with the Ogier? It was the Wheel of Time that had the Og air, right? The big brown dude, his voice was real. He could sing, and he had all the knowledge. Oh, might want to go back and watch that. It's important. Oh, absolutely. And before wars, the Vatican and the Pentagon both getting into magic before the events, right? That stomach virus, look, I'm trying to tell you. And it's eating them from the inside. Do you remember what it said about Joseph's brothers? They were jealous. Do you remember what had happened to all their kids and them? Joseph wasn't sick when he died. I think it was only one or two brothers that didn't get sick. The rest of them, the brothers died sick, and their kids did too. And their kids died early, and all kind of tragic events and everything. So it didn't only eat up the brothers; it ate up their lineage too, because jealous parents teach their children to be jealous and envious and covetous and nasty. Oh, so then that's where them family feuds be coming from. And it eats away at the family. Oh, the Wheel of Time. It's on Prime. Excuse me. Sin is generational too. My mama didn't like your grandma, so I don't like you. You ain't never even hung out with me, baby. I done came down here to this South to see what this South cousins is doing. And because of something you done heard over the phone from your grandma, now you don't want to mess with me? You don't even know me. I ain't never been down here. This is my first time. I'm 13, nigga. I'm trying to kick it. What we about to go do? And you got attitudes, baby. Let me go sit around these grown folks. I'm about to go. I was that kid. I'm not about to keep trying to play with you and you acting crazy. Give me, I took a book everywhere. So I'll be over here. I'm like the, what you call it? Fillery people. I ain't even here. I'm here, but I ain't here. I'm in West Africa. I'm in England reading something. You hear me? I always take a book with me. Especially if I don't gotta drive. Maybe I'm about to have my headphones and my paper and my phone. I sit at your house and bring all my stuff, and I came to visit you. But if you ain't on nothing, I'll sit and pull out my book and start reading in your face. You just want me over here. I got that. Oh, okay. But I'm gonna do something. I'm not just about to sit here looking at you look at me. And I don't want to hear it. Be trying to have a conversation, and your TV is stupid loud. Turn it off. Is we having a conversation or is we watching a movie? I can't do all that. You got to turn your TV off. I would tell the person I'm on the phone with, can you turn your TV down? Can you please turn your TV down? Because I'm tired of trying to talk over your TV. Do you want to have a conversation with me? Okay, I'm going to need you to turn that TV down, please. Because I can hear it. It's loud. I can't talk over. I feel like I'm yelling. I won't. People used to come to my house. Your TV ain't on. Do you want to talk to me? You came over here to talk, right? So why is you worried about the TV being on? How am I hear you if I'm listening to the TV? Oh, okay, I can't. Oh, okay. So turn the TV down. Thank you. I'm not just about to sit up here and watch you be on your phone or whatever. I got stuff to do. Okay. That's crazy. Yeah, that's me. I will read or start reading while you talking about nothing. Listen. About 32, I really, yeah. You can have on a little bit of music low, but you ain't about to have that stuff blaring. I'm not at the club. Why can I hear? I can't even focus on what you're trying to say because I hear all of your TV in the background. No, baby. I will hang up in your face. I will hang up in your face. And when you try to call me back, I'm going to talk to you later because either you're going to turn that TV and all of that racket down or we going to just do this another day. You hear me? You hear? When I had kids, my house used to be this quiet. When my kids was little, my house would still be this quiet. Because you need to go in your room and you need to do, it don't, no. Find something quiet to do. Now, I let them run and play, but just all day, no. You can't focus if you got to hear loud noise all day. It's no. Now, if you want to put your headphones on and listen to loud music, okay. But if it's loud yelling and talking and TV's on in every room, you wonder why everybody emotionally and mentally drained at night and can't nobody handle nothing. Turn all the damn devices down in your house and see what happens. The irritation in your house is going to go down significantly, I promise you. It's too much stimulation. Everybody is overstimulated. You got video games going. You got Miss Rachel going downstairs. You got somebody playing music up here. You got a tablet going off right here. You got the phone ringing. Somebody's on social media. Everybody overstimulated. I used to make my kid know. You can go in there and turn your music on. You can turn your music on. And they always had headphones. You can dance around. Before I know it, they in there doing homework, drawing. Like, everybody's overstimulated. This is why everybody's snapping at each other. And no. A fly and this. Try calming the noise down in your house and see if the spirit of irritation and strife leave. Turn the TVs and everything off. Before your kids go to bed, start playing some old R&B. Or some jazz. Quiet your house down. You can't expect them to be overstimulated all day and then go straight to sleep. Then you want to give them melatonin. No. You said go read, go color, especially with this hot weather. I'm trying to tell you. Sit somewhere. But y'all can go sit up under the tree, make y'all some lemonade. Teach them how to make the strawberry, what you call it? With the sugar and the lemon juice, and then you put it, I don't know, they got all the different names for it. The jam stuff that you can put in the bottom of the, let them make the puree, right? Let them they can make popsicles with that. They can make, if you got a dehydrator, they can make their own fruit roll-ups. Everybody get to make their own kind. You can make pineapple, strawberry, blueberry, mango, whatever you want to make. We about to burn the hell out this blender. So you can make a smoothie, you can make an ice cream. You can make a sorbet if you want to. Fresca. You can make whatever you want. You can make some flavored ice. We gonna make a strawberry syrup and it's gonna be real sweet and it ain't gonna be real chemically. We gonna shave this ice down, get them a grater and let them do it. Give them a glove. Yes, you can make fruit roll-ups in a dehydrator. All of these is dehydrated fruit. Puree with sugar or honey or whatever you want to do. You got to look up the fruit settings on if you got an air fryer, you can do it in there if it got the dehydrate setting, or y'all $10,000 ovens y'all be having. Some of y'all microwaves dehydrate too. Or with them convection things, look at your stuff. Read through them directions on y'all them boxes instead of just throwing them in the garage. You said the best fruit roll up you'll ever have. I'm trying to tell you. Let them do that. If they gonna go in the kitchen and make a mess, teach them that. Teach them how to make fruit roll-ups. You can teach them how to, y'all can be making y'all own fruit snacks with the gelatin and they got the non-pig kind, the vegan kind. If you gonna have them in the kitchen, I use summers to teach them so that they could cook in the wintertime when I don't feel like it. Because I just want to get in my bed. So who making the brownies? We gonna have a movie night. I'm about to go to sleep, but I didn't supervise everybody in the kitchen. And now we got this good old warm, good smelling meal that I didn't have to cook. I just had to supervise. And then somebody made the cake or the pie or the cookies or the brownies or whatever for our dessert. And we about to cuddle up under these blankets, baby. Everybody. I'm not going to be the only one exhausted every day now. I'm not going to do that. So, I told y'all I use cooking to teach my kids fractions. All kinds of stuff. It's the way to do it. It's science because, putting the baking soda or the baking powder in there and it causing it to rise. And if you make it too watery, if you make it too oily, it's going to be too dense. That's all science. Chemistry. Math. A fourth and a third equal. Okay, that's fractions. So yeah, you got to be in this house. We about to do some stuff. Let's go make these blueberries. It's a number of ways to teach things. And I'm also teaching you how to cook when I don't feel like it. So we doing fractions, science, and help mama out days all in one. Thank you, Jesus. Sure did. And the little ones can help too. They can pluck all the green things off the strawberries. You can teach colors and fruits and vegetables. There's a number of things. You can have them counting the seeds after bell peppers after they cut them up with their little fake. Count them seeds. We're going to let them dry. Those could be counting tools. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you got 10 seeds right there. Well, let's add these 10 seeds together, baby, because I'm not going to keep on buying these little plastic chips from the Dollar Tree that y'all keep on losing. So we're going to use what we got in here. You said they love to get creative too, and I learned they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. Make them do it. It's a learning experience. Yeah. Do you see what I'm, baby? I told y'all when I showed y'all that plate. My kids burn, honey. They can make whatever they want to. They be making all kinds of stuff. And I used to be caprese sandwiches with olive oil, balsamic vinegar. This was at 11 and 12 years old. Girl, go on in there and make it. You said you need to go to the store? You said this is what we do as ECE with children. Listen, I told y'all my son was living with my mom, so, because he was already like 17, 18. When I just had my 3 daughters recently, like 2015, 2016, my oldest daughter was 15. Listen. But my kids been cooking since I'm trying to tell y'all. My baby was 4. I was working nights. I used to buy them pancake things. I done told the story a million times. People think I'm lying, but it's the truth. Those pancakes, they used to come in that little, they used to be like 10 for $1 at Walmart or something like that. Y'all remember? Or 10 for $2. They wasn't that much. And it was like, I don't know what kind of pancakes they were. And they had either a blue lid or a yellow lid. Sometimes they came with blueberries. And you filled it up to the line. She was 4. Baby, I had that griddle. I go buy like them Swaggerty sausages or the sausage patties. Baby, please. That baby was making her, she'll make her some pancakes and sausage. I showed her how to fill that thing up, baby, because I'm sleeping, I'm tired. I done been up all night. Your brothers and sisters about to get home, baby. I'm sorry. You're the last one. Mommy ain't got nobody to help. I showed that baby how to cook. By the time she was 8, I showed y'all the video. She was cooking on a gas stove and she was barely taller than the stove. She was like 7 or 8 years old. I'm talking about frying her eggs, making her. I said, you don't got to heat up too high. She said, no, that's how I like it. What you mean? Cooking and wasn't setting my house on fire, wasn't burning up nothing, wasn't burning herself. You got to teach her. Because I'm not about to keep getting up and cooking every 2 minutes. I'm not about to do that. So if I get in here for the first few months with you and just keep an eye on you, baby, my kids have been cooking full meals. I'm talking about dinner, frying chicken, pork chops, boiling the potatoes, mashing them since they was under 10. Cause who ain't now? Sometimes we are, and then when I do Thanksgiving, everybody's gonna help with all of this prep. You gonna get a meat, a vegetable. Somebody gonna peel sweet potatoes, somebody gonna peel real potatoes, somebody gonna. I'm not doing all this by myself, so then I'm super tired on Thanksgiving and y'all kicking it. I wish I would. To get in here and make this cornbread. Come on. All right, but then you go in there and wash the greens, take all them stems out and cut them up. Let's go. Wish I would. And they been cooking since they was little. I told y'all my boy was 2 years old. I was pregnant with his sister. I only had like 2 months left, and my auntie came to visit me. And my baby kid said, Mommy, don't eat. And I was talking to my auntie. And I guess I took too long, because that little nigga, now mind you, I'm 19. That nigga went in that kitchen and dragged that chair across that floor, got up on that counter. He was 2, just turning. If he was even 2, he might have been 19 months, because I hadn't had my daughter yet. To open that bread up, pull that toaster over there, chink chink, drop them toasts in there, got in that refrigerator and got that stick and put it on this bread and folded them both up and came out. She said, I said, he went and made him some toast, Annie. I was taking too long. I got to get up and make my baby some food because he used to having his breakfast by 7:30, 8 o'clock, but he know how to do it himself. She was too tickled. She talked about that until she passed away. I did not raise my kids to depend on me because I could die tomorrow. And just because you go live with a family member don't mean they're going to treat you right. They might not even really like me, so they're going to mistreat you. I taught my kids how to do their hair, to wash their own clothes. They was in kindergarten. They knew how to do their own laundry. You might have to go live with somebody else. You might have to go live with your dad, and your stepmama is an evil witch. Oh, you ain't going to be sending my baby out of here looking crazy. They going to know how to wash their clothes, keep up on their hygiene, and cook their own food. They not going to have to depend on you, helper. No. Mm-mm. They gonna know how to clean, cook, all of them, sun all the way down, and they do. Before they was 10, I could die tomorrow. I was living kind of crazy back in the day. I was living real fast. Just in case something happened to mama, y'all gonna be able to make it. I was already teaching them financial management and everything. When I gave them $1, they had to give 10 cents to God. They had to put 30 cents up, and this was on every. So if you got 10, you get to keep. You got to give $1 to God. You got $9 left. Now you can spend 3, put 3 up, or you can spend 5 and put. They was little. I'm not just giving you money and then you think no. You got to give your 10% to God. So they would put their dime in there, and that's when you used to have the envelope. So you write what your change is on there, and they bring them their little tithe envelope back with their 90 cents in there or whatever, the tenth of whatever, My kids that came in here and told y'all. Yeah, she made us split our money up 3 times when we was little and we had to pay our tithes. And they wasn't even 2, 3. I'm not just giving you money and no, you don't understand. You got to give God back his first, even though he don't need it, to help somebody else. And then you get to live on the 90, but he'll multiply the 90 if you give him the 10. So, and I've lived like that for a very long time, and they live like that now. My 100-year-old resident gave me 5 recipe books, 3 small ones and 2 big ones. This part. Yeah, you have to. Because what if something happened to you? You want your babies to be out here lost and at the mercy of people who might mistreat them? No. Your baby will be sitting pissed and boo-boo, hungry, hair ain't been combed, face ain't been washed, nothing. I was not leaving my babies like that. I didn't know what was going to happen, so I had to make sure they was going to be straight. So I started teaching them early. Like I said, if you can play in the water, you can rinse dishes. And so you could be 2 years old, but if you're big enough to get up there and make a mess in my bathroom, okay, I know what to do with you. I'm about to pull this chair up there. I'm going to plug this sink. I'm going to put a little bit of bleach water in there, not much, just a little bit. And as soon as I put these dishes over there, the same way you in there playing in my bathroom, putting my toilet paper and stuff in there, you could be rinsing these dishes. Because I don't eat here by myself. And he was only 1. I was 18. You can play in water. You can wash some dishes, son. Come on. People said, not you got him rinsing and he gonna put it over there in the thing. I'll lay a towel out. We don't need you breaking nothing. Everything was plastic anyway. It was little. Put him right on over there. When his sister came 2 years later, by the time he was 4, yeah, she's rinsing and he's putting them in the thing, and then he can climb up on there and put them up. I ain't the only one to eat here. We all gonna do this together. 3 years later, when the second sister came, oh, okay, now we got a whole assembly line, because he gonna wash, you gonna rinse, she gonna put them in the thing, and you gonna dry them and put them up in the cabinet. Go on, get it, do it. I'll be down here to check on y'all. Start with the first one. In real life. Laundry, he tall enough to put it in. Girls, y'all know y'all colors? Oh, okay. Sort the pinks with the pinks, put all the purples together, put all the blues together. You ain't got to do the darks and whites, no. All the pinks. Son, you already know, them all darks, put them in there. Once the clothes get done, my oldest daughter, you go get them out, and then everybody gonna sit there and fold. I don't wear these clothes. They was ironing their uniforms and everything. Who? I was a single mom. I had to go to work or whatever. I'm not about to be doing all that. You ain't about to have me tired. And now I'm yelling at y'all because, no, we all gonna work in here. Everybody. But guess what? They're better employees because of it. They don't sit and wait back for somebody to do their work and then be complaining and worried about what's going on in everybody's business all day. They be at work. And then they get mad when they go to work with people that's older than them or whatever, that's supposed to know more, and they do nothing. They like, Mom, they don't do nothing. I said, and this is why I want y'all to be productive employees. This is why I don't care. You gonna get in here and do what you need to do. Because I'm not just raising you for my house. And when you get married, you need to be an asset to your spouse and not a freaking liability. You don't know how to do nothing. You just cute. You can't cook. You can't manage no finances. You don't know how to problem solve. You don't know nothing. You just cute. Clicking your nails together. I'll be damned if you say you my daughter doing all that silly stuff. You need to be able to help him understand business. You need to be able to help him whatever. And he needs to be able to help you do the same. You said they could run a business. They do. Not they could. The place where my youngest daughter works, they wanted her to be an owner and kept raising her pay up so that she could become an owner. They wanted her to franchise, and they still begging her, and she said, no, I don't want to do this. Too much responsibility. I told them that I raised y'all to either be entrepreneurs or managers everywhere you go, and that is what happens every single job they go to. They always end up in management, a trainer, every job. And they're only 28, 26, about to be 23, and about to be 22. As a former teacher's helper, we appreciate your type of parenting. Your kids are way ahead of other kids. This is the thing. People scared to tell their kids the truth. My kids thank me all the time for doing so and preparing them for life and people and paying attention to character. Thank you. But if you don't, who's going to teach them? You're responsible. Now, everybody got that. You can have a bad seed, but it's a lot of regular life skills that these kids don't have. Knowing how to grocery shop, knowing how to fill out a job application, knowing how to fill out an apartment application. Grocery shopping. Again, back to that. If it ain't already made, they don't even know how. If you can't pop it in the air fryer or the microwave, baby, they ain't doing nothing with it. Give them a recipe. Wait a minute. So what do you mean? I gotta, huh? Take that ring off and put it back on the shelf for 2 years, please and thank you. Come in here and learn how to make a biscuit. Cook a meal for under $27 because maybe he ain't going to be balling out in 2 years and you still going to have to feed him. Do you know how to go to the grocery store and really get a meal that's going to last 3 days that's under $30, baby? No? Okay, well, come on back over here. You at the wrong place. You need to come sit down. Because what about when times get hard? If you don't know how to do that, you got to put your man in a real crazy situation to where he might not even be able to be at home with y'all or see him again. Oh, okay. Because you don't know how to manage and know when to pull back and all the, and it's just like with husbands too. It's the same thing. You always want, you don't have to impress nobody but me. So if I'm telling you, I don't want you to do that because that's going to put us in a bad situation, and you're still more worried about impressing your family, your friends, and the people outside of our house, but you keep expecting me to ride through crazy situations with you, like you spend all the money or do this whole weird stuff, keep putting us in bad situations, you crazy. I'm sorry your mama didn't teach you, but that don't have nothing to do with me. I'm not about to keep going through these holes with you because you don't want to learn and you're still worried about what people think of you. I could care less because they not putting no food on our plate. And they not keeping these lights on. They not keeping no washing powder in this house. They not keeping these blankets clean, honey. So why is you worried about people that whether you doing good or bad, they going to talk about you anyway? Move along. No. I told y'all my dad just called me the other day and he don't like too many people. He said your son is one of my most favorite people in the world. I said, that makes me feel good because he'll call you stupid in a minute and he'll be like, y'all think my facial expressions is crazy. Y'all need to see my daddy. I'm telling you. You don't have to live life foolishly. And people think you want to be a know-it-all when you actually want to learn from your experiences. No, I just don't want to be 70 doing the same thing I was when I was 22. I don't want to be a 55-year-old in competition with 22-year-olds in a club. Because I want to evolve. And in order to evolve, you have to leave other things behind. So that's saying you can't go out and have a good time. But the 22-year-old should not see your face in a club every other weekend. And you expect them to take advice from you and you competing for the same niggas they trying to get? Y'all all in the same arena, girl. Why should she take any advice from you when you 30 years her senior? Sir and ma'am. Sorry, y'all. I think I'm about to make me some breakfast, lunch, brunch, something. And take me a nap because I feel my sleep coming on. Now y'all see why I don't be having no friends. Because this is how I was talking to people when I was 22. All my friends, they used to be like, I said, girl, then you just tell me your baby got in trouble. You need to stay home and talk to your kid and figure out what's going on. Girl, ain't nobody got no time for that. Okay, well, you ain't about to keep me from mine, so I'm about to go home. I ain't saying I didn't have my nights out, but baby, I was not spending more time with adults than I was my kids. Because you already done lived your life and you hard-headed and you like where you at. But I can stop them from going down all these different paths. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm about to pour all of my life experience, everything that I'm learning and have learned into these kids. And I'm now doing it with my grandkids. If you bored, find things to do with your children. They are sponges, right? All the way up until they leave your house and even after. People make it like it's grueling to be around your kids because you're not doing anything with them. If you keep putting stuff in front of them, not toys, activities that actually challenge them, they'll sit. But if you don't make it fun and you acting all crazy and making it like it's a punishment, hell no, they ain't gonna want to do it. You wouldn't either. Had them niggas rehabbing furniture, I told you, summertime, all them short, them jeans this thing got too short, cut them, put holes in them, put safety pins on them, splatter paint them, going out there. I put an old sheet out there on the back porch, going out there and do what y'all about to do. Bleach, you sure can. You sure can. Because it's too little, you know, they too short anyway. Okay, turn them into shorts, girl. Get out there and make you a whole outfit. Splatter paint the shirt, put some glitter on it. We got some fabric paint in there. Do whatever you gonna do. So that way you can wear it longer. You gonna wear it all through the summer. So now I don't gotta go buy no summer clothes for real. I'm gonna get y'all a couple outfits for the holidays or when we go to a barbecue or something. Other than that, whatever you can't fit, you about to transform it into something else. Because you like them jeans, but you just can't wear them no more because they too short. So let's turn them into some culottes or some knickers or something. Some shorts. Y'all got all that glitter and puff paint and all of that. Go do something with it. Okay, well, that's 2 hours. And then they can't wait for it to wait to dry. Okay, well, I done already made some popsicles. Go in there, watch a movie real quick. By the time y'all done watching the movie, y'all stuff will be dry. Y'all can go out there and try it on. Now we going to have a fashion show. Baby, you're not about to stress me out. I will come up with 1,000,000 ideas so that you can have something to do. You ain't going to walk around here talking about your board. We going to use these as learning time. But it's gonna be fun. I'm trying to tell you. Ask my daughter just said, Mom, all the stuff you do. She just started working in the dementia ward place, and she said all the stuff you used to do with us, I'm about to do with them. All of that little stuff. We're gonna do some baking. I'm going to get some forms. We're gonna make some cupcakes. We're gonna make some lemonade. We're gonna do all. I said, keep them busy, girl. Keep them busy, and then you ain't got to worry about them getting into nothing. But you folks want to throw their kids in a room and be like, you better not do nothing. Oh, they going to. And you going to be yelling and mad all the time. But if you checking on something in the oven, if you checking on your shirt outside, if you outside painting or doing, you ain't got time to get into nothing. I'm about to keep you busy this whole summer. And we're going to have some reading time, and we're going to do some projects. I'm a project person. I'll come up with I'll take something in this house apart in a minute and let you do something with it. But also, these are teaching them skills for when they move out into their own place. You ain't got to go spend a whole bunch of money on your clothes and all of this. You can take some you already had old, find something on a budget, put it together, and they're still using these tools. And I'm not like, oh, I'm just the perfect mom. Of course I wasn't. I had to learn this. I had to learn it. But some of y'all gonna get the benefit off your TT and the day she cried. You hear me? A lot of times kids be getting into stuff because you want to put them in front of a device or whatever. You got to challenge their minds and their brains, and then you'll see a different kid in real life. Right. Positive energy. Exactly. Or watch a movie with them and okay, so what do you think that is? So can you look that up real quick? I don't know what that is. Of course you do. Can you tell me what this is? They know how to use them devices. Wait a minute, so this is a real thing? Did you see that? Mommy, and look, it's on my other toys too. They'll start like, it's a lot of ways. You know, yeah. Hey, Queen. Look it. You coming in doing cartwheels, and I'm about to go lay in the bed. We was up there 4:30, and then your twin called me at about 7:45, and so I'm about to go lay down in about I'm gonna give you about 15 more minutes because the sleep is coming. I'm gonna have some real good sleep. I don't know what's going on. I've been on night shift, split shifts, all kinds of stuff. Sorry. You said, true, I thought I wasn't smart until I was an adult and realized I was just as smart in a different way, right? I was in the garden, not by my phone, girl, I get it. I do. I need to go out there and check on my stuff. It's been hot. I ain't gave him no water or nothing. It's a spider out there. So I gotta get out there and spray because he done made webs and all my stuff. I said, oh no. What are you doing? I still ain't went and got no 7 powder. That's what it is. I probably need to do that today later, but yeah. So you gotta put in them babies what you want to get out of them. Show them different things. If you're tired of them acting like they friends, do something different. Let them be the trendsetter and not for clothing and all of that. Let them. My Brussels is doing okay. They doing okay. All my stuff, you remember when I was gone for that week? It was real hot, and so I came back and a lot of my stuff was wilted. I didn't get a chance to pick my herbs in time, so they started seeding and all of that stuff. I really need to go out there and get it together. Because my deal, I think, is done. I might have to plant some more and some other stuff. Now, I did get one strawberry, and I got a couple other ones growing. I need to go get my strawberry off. That's the first strawberry I ever grew in my life. But I was trying to let it get real big. But I might have to go and go get it. But I got like 2 or 3 more coming. I'm excited. And then my loofah plants are growing. That's why I need to go out there because I got 3 healthy looking loofah plants. So I'm going to put them in some different pots because we might not have no loofahs or whatever. So I'm going to try to grow them. Yes. Right. And then my greens, they didn't have it. They didn't went to seed already, and I didn't even get no big leaves. So I don't know what's going on with that, girl. But again, I be having a gazillion things to do. And sometimes I get out on the porch, and sometimes I don't. And sometimes I can. I keep trying to tell y'all, I be trying to just be. A million things. Yeah. You said I felt that from the depths of my soul. Baby, listen. And I'm a pretty organized person for the most part, like with my time and stuff. But first of all, the days are going by so fast. It's just a lot. With the news, with us trying to make sure we're ready, it's okay. It's completely understandable. You still will get a decent harvest. I'm thinking, girl, we just gonna see. You probably wasn't in here and you probably already have one, but I was saying we probably need to get water distillers. I think you might already have one, but if you don't, that's definitely something we need to be trying to afterpay if you ain't got it right now. You said Atlanta's flooded right now? Or are you talking about later? Before? So if you don't have a they flooding right now? Didn't we just talk about Atlanta flooding? Timothy, was you here the other day when we... That's 2 times since I left. China is flooded. It flooded yesterday, I-75. We talked about the highways and stuff. You might not be able to get out that way. You're going to need to find a different route to get to where you're going. Didn't we? You might want to get another one of these in your car. If you don't have one, and yes, this is an old one, but you might want to get one. I drove from Tennessee to South Carolina roughly a week ago, and it stormed so bad that 40 is shut down again. Every person, every car in your house need one of these. Because you act like the roads is always just going to be there. I seen it was so hot in Vegas that the ground popped up, concrete popped up, and it was a whole hill. Could have caused real accident. I mean, just popped up. I said, well, I don't think that's the heat, but amen. You said gotta have a small boat in a brush somewhere. Listen, ain't that crazy that we bought floaties, what, a year or 2 ago? No, it was last year. When I came back from Atlanta, being there for the first time ever in my entire life. Let me go check my non-listening family and okay. I went to Atlanta February of 2024. I've never been there ever. And since then, it's been just like Tennessee, just like South Carolina. Okay. I keep trying to tell y'all. Crazy, right? Texas. I went to Texas, remember, because I was talking to y'all when I was flying, and they took me all out the way. And I said, well, everywhere I touched down. Everywhere I touch down. Craziness. And I don't travel a lot. You said you hear digital ID for newborns is coming. Yep, that was the other thing. Thank you. That was one other thing I wanted to show y'all. I'm going to make me some coffee. I'm going to try to stay up till 3. Maybe I'll sleep till 6. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna have to start putting stuff in like little sections so I could just go back to it quickly. See if I downloaded it. Did y'all see the Bully Slayer is back? Our homeboy is. I said, hey, we've been looking for you. We've been checking for you, sir. Our Bully is back. Y'all seen it? Yeah, buddy. Y'all know he a part of WOYU too. Our homeboy is back, y'all. Everybody was like, is it really you? He said, if you only knew the things that I've been through since I've been gone. I said, I bet. I bet. I bet, sir. Because you came up messing around and talking about the other people did too. Sure did. I bet you did. And that's why I don't be moving around. I'll be trying to listen. I don't know which device I saved it on, y'all. But whatever they was talking about this digital ID. Anyway, they was talking about this digital ID by the end of the year. I don't know where the video is, but that's what they was talking about, this digital ID. And I said, well, we already know it's coming, don't we? Mm-hmm. I think it's RFK. That's what it's RFK. You saw it? It was RFK with the wearable digital device. Oh. But I was selling conspiracy theories 3 years ago. When I said you ain't about to be able to go in the store, so you better hurry up and get all your stuff before you can't go in the store. Remember I kept saying that? Get your stuff right now, get your stuff. Before it's too late. Before you can't go in the store unless you plan on taking a market in, you don't need to be in this class. Because I don't need you eavesdropping on what we got going on over here, because we don't fool with them kind of people. Them is not our peoples. Okay? Let me go get some water. Hold on. And they're locking it up, so you have to go. You see what? Oh, they're locking the what? The food and stuff up, and you have to show ID to open it. Where I am, there's disguising imaging on babies' footprints for identification. Interesting. Did you see the video talking about at the end of the year you won't be able to go into the grocery store without your passport? I seen somebody saying that. Sister, nieces, family.
This is Zoe. Just like you, she uses lots of different cards and IDs to get through her day. What if all Zoe needed was herself? Introducing Amazon One, a free service that lets you use your palm to quickly pay for things, gain access, earn rewards, and more. Let's say you're grabbing your favorite coffee beverage, or heading into the office, or checking out. Just hover your palm and you're on your way. It's as easy as that. Sign up is free and takes less than a minute. All you need is a credit card, your phone number, and your palm. That's it. Since your palm is unique and can't be lost or misplaced, you can get things done quickly and securely. And with more experiences on the way, Amazon One will help you get even more done, simply by being you. Now, Zoe has more time to do what she loves, indoor skydiving. Enter, identify, and pay with Amazon One.
You said do what?
With Amazon One. Simply by being you. Now, Zoe has more time to do what she loves.
Enter, identify
Indoor
yourself,
skydiving.
and then pay.
Enter, identify, and pay with Amazon One.
I never had to identify myself if I wanted to buy something. You said you've been saying this for years. Yes. And now you're going to have to enter, identify, and pay. Oh. I ain't never had to identify myself to buy nothing but liquor and tobacco products. I told y'all, I already know I'm not going to be in it. Remember when everybody used to be asking me why am I buying all this stuff? And I said, because I'm not going to be able to go in the grocery store. Washington State, the system is backed up for appointments, folks struggling to get their passports in the star. Oh, the one we talked about? Did we talk about the star with the circle around it? You said that's already in Whole Foods in Knoxville, Tennessee. It freaked me out. Interesting. Did we talk about all of this? They can't fly or do international travel. Did we talk about it? Did we talk about it? Did we talk about not being able to travel? Did we talk about having to identify yourself in order to buy food? Did we talk about all that is happening? Boats, floods, food shortages, concentration camps, the military being on the streets, picking up, rounding up people. Did we talk about? We talked about all of this in 2022. Everything is happening right now. We talked about how you're going to have to prove your citizenship 3 years before they start telling people you got to prove your citizenship. We talked about all of the resources for the American people going away that help them keep afloat. What's been going on? You said Wally World has locks on their new freezer cases, and we've noticed that in November of 2022, didn't we, at the Walgreens? You said, what we gonna do? What? Who? We already been prepping for it. The people of We Outside International University, we already been prepping for it, so we don't have to worry about what's in the store. It's a water filtration straw. Cheryl, why do you keep coming in here typing that in letters? You did that already earlier. I don't know why you think we not repented over here, but you don't have to yell when you come in, baby, for people to pay attention. Jesus was meek and mild, not loud and obnoxious. Just so you know. Did you know? It was the Pharisees and the Sadducees that was real loud and had to be seen and heard by everybody. Jesus said, shh, don't tell nobody I see you. interesting because the Christians be real loud. And obnoxious. I'm angry. Don't get. I'm just saying. Have you ever reverend? Ask him why he ain't told you to go get none of these or all the stuff I just showed you because he believes the Bible and he believes the tribulation is coming. Ask him why he ain't told you to get stuff to prepare so you don't have to take the mark. That is a question I would be asking your pastor right now. Tomorrow's Sunday. Some of y'all go to church on Saturdays too. I would say ask. Why they not telling you to prepare? Because if not, you're going to have to take the mark. Because you're not going to have nothing. So then, you, in order to feed your children, which is what Revelation 13 said, you're going to have to take a mark to buy or sell. You're not even going to be able to work. So while you can work, you would want to buy the stuff that you won't be able to buy when you can't go into the store or you can't work. Why they not telling y'all to buy that stuff? I don't know. In the digital stuff, is everything is already here. Pastors should be telling y'all to stock up if they don't want you to go to hell, but they not saying nothing. Because if you don't have no food and you get hungry enough, you'll take the mark. That's what the Bible said. So while your reverend ain't prepping you for that, I don't know. But I don't want nobody here to have to take the mark. So then we going to do what we got to do. You said, what should they buy? I have 2 videos on YouTube that go through the most basic things you need to keep you. Because if they hit the power, if you go through your house right now, the videos are Survival and Survival 2.0 on YouTube. CERCA TROVA 22 is my YouTube. Same name as this, okay? If you type in Survival, it'll even pop up my Amazon list. Now, a lot of that stuff on there, because they kept acting weird, so some of it on there you will need. But they have ghost suns on there. There's portable wood burning stoves that you can use to heat a tent, your house. It's basically like a potbelly stove our grandma and them used to have, but portable. You can cook on it. You can use it to heat water. You can use it to heat your space or wherever you're going to be in, because if you hit your breaker box, whatever you can't use in your house, if they hit our grid, it's going to be useless to you. If you don't have manual things, you're going to be screwed. If your house is all electric, and even if it's gas pushes, the electric meters are what push that gas. So once that goes out, no, not good to drink. You gotta sterilize it. No, honey. Y'all give these people too much credit. What they are doing right now was already foretold, which means it's scripted and not by them. They're playing the role the same way your purpose in life is, and everybody you touched and had to, talk to and stuff. Everybody is playing the role that they were given in their life. The world leaders were meant to be just that. And what they are doing right now, God said they would do in the Bible. It is all playing out. People don't believe it, but we literally watching it happen. We are literally watching it happen. So you said, oh my God, they were remodeling all the Wally Worlds in AZ, putting in locking glass windows along the entire back walls. Mm-hmm. Did we talk about them in 22 locking the food up? The same time that we went and looked up what's on the USDA thing for the food boxes, for the commodity boxes, is the same time that we realized that they was locking up the food and putting them locks with the thing on all the freezers, and that's when they start locking up the deodorant and the washing powder and all the different things. Only thing used to be behind them things was cigarettes and liquor. Now they got a scan to open to get the deodorant, the hair products, the this, the this, the this, the this, the this, the this. It is not just in Walmart. Target is doing it too. Walgreens, CVS. Just pay attention the next time you go into the store. They all got digital locks on them. That's because you're going to have to scan to buy. Or you're going to have to scan to buy. That's why CVS got the windows now where it's a screen on there and you can't really see what's in there until you open it. Well, you ain't going to be able to see what's in there because it ain't going to open to you if you don't have the mark. You don't have that digital ID. It's called Survival and Survival 2.0. If you type CERCA TROVA in and type in survival, they come up. You're welcome. But it takes you through the most basic things. Like, we about to go back to living like Little House on the Prairie. People don't believe that. What is it? What's the show for the kids? Hunger Games? Like that. Just like that. You're welcome. Just like that. If you ain't never watched Little House on the Prairie, you better go see. All the old movies where you had to chop the wood in order to be and get up before the sun got up so you could get the sunlight. Like, if you don't got solar power generators, you tripping. That's better than rims. It's better than Louis Vuitton bags because a Louis Vuitton bag is not going to light your house. But to spend $5,000 or $2,000 on a nice generator that's portable just in case you have to leave your home, but you can take it with you, better deal for 2 stacks. Family, I just got a letter from my plan that will have washable underwear and paint by sticker activities too. So call your plan to find out what you're getting. Washable underwear. What plan? What you talking about, Auntie? Your insurance plan? They're sending out washable reusable underwear and paint by sticker activity books. You said the movie Uglies on Netflix? Yeah. So, starting in September. Okay. They back because they know people about to be in the crib. They know what's up. But we already been getting our stuff. You said, how you going to maintain on getting more gas each time? I don't have a gas generator. You didn't hear me? I said solar. We already got solar. Not just one kind. We got solar stoves. We got solar. We know. We ain't new to this. We've been true to this. And I did this all before COVID. Because I was telling people COVID was coming and nobody believed that either. It doesn't matter. I just always be ready for the craziness. You said, I swear the companies and famous people be in class. They do. I just seen some stuff. I said, that is all my content. They do. I keep trying to tell y'all. I've been telling y'all for 3 years and people were trying to make it. I said, nigga, I know my content when I just taught that class 2 days ago. And now the minister, they all steal my stuff. That's why I be looking into the camera saying, that's why I said what I said the other day. That's why I said, y'all pastor, I be in here. Y'all don't know. They come here talking crazy, but you'll go watch the internet pastor. Nigga, he be over here watching me. Stealing my content. I know it when I see it. I know I be in just taught a class, and now it's right here. Stop it. All you see is survival bunker and growing videos. These are, listen, safe spaces, places where you can come, and free universities, every dang definition you can think of. Come on, that is not what y'all know. TikTok did not look like this when I got over here. Some of y'all been here. I was new to the TikTok streets. All I saw was crystals, everybody trying to buy bundles and this and that. I don't even see that stuff no more. Everybody got a school. Everybody trying to teach somebody something. Everybody trying to encourage people. Now it's a safe space. Now we're going to talk about the real stuff. Everything was fake and phony when I got over here at first. It was very few real people on this internet over here when I got over here. Everybody was calling people followers and all of that. I started calling folks family over here, telling people I love them, and now you see that all day long on the internet, honey. Everybody is family now. It used to be, come on, we got a follow train, get those followers out, let's go, gifts. I said, I don't get on here and ask for money. I do not ask nobody for no money. I don't ask for no gifts. I don't even ask you to follow me. I don't even ask you to subscribe. I don't ask for none of that. And now those are the rules of TikTok. You said you can't beg. Oh, okay. Oh. The whole way I run my class is how TikTok is being run right now. Crazy. You can't be rude, or they blocking your comments. All of the stuff that I told people how our class was gonna be run. Now TikTok stole my stuff. Oh, all the rules that everybody was trying to say, whatever here. Oh, they TikTok rules now. I told y'all wherever I work, I change company policy. Oh, I'm gonna change the atmosphere wherever I'm at. Do you understand me? Yeah, I can't live like this. We're gonna have to. We did live Little House on the Prairie days in the mid-70s, so I've been ready that part, auntie. You gotta dare to be different and not to try to stand out. Just be yourself. And what's supposed to come to you is supposed to come to you, and the people that's supposed to pick up them coins is gonna pick them up. And that's what happened. That's why when they was saying such and such was the first free university on TikTok, I was like, so y'all just gonna lie right in our y'all gonna play in my face like that? Really? No, y'all not gonna do that. Y'all not gonna do. Y'all remember when they was saying this is the first free university on TikTok? When? Huh? Balenciaga even stole our design, did they not? Didn't Balenciaga steal our design? Angela Yee didn't even change the colors. Had on our, yeah, they been over here. I've been trying to tell you. I see my stuff everywhere all the time. Angela Yee had on our first word hoodie, the same colors and everything, on her podcast. And it said Balenciaga, but it was in. This ain't the one that's probably in my room, but we're going to use this one. It was in these colors. All of these colors. But this is her hoodie, but it said Balenciaga. Do you all remember? But we already had our word hoodies. Do you remember this? And then it was the same colors and everything. It just said Balenciaga on it. Remember? Y'all remember when they came over here and stole our design? I do. I do. I remember. I just see my stuff everywhere. You hear me? Our stuff. I see it everywhere. It's craziness. If I showed y'all a name that refollowed me after I know I blocked them, and folks be like, yes, this is such and such. I seen it when they refollowed me, and I blocked them like 2 years ago. I told you I was a big creator that I started noticing certain prophecies was right after I taught a certain class, but they'll put a date to make it look like it was older than what it really was. Like this was prophesied in 2020, whatever. But I just taught that class yesterday. I saw their name pop up in here the other day. I remember I banned them or blocked them back in like the end of 2023, I think, or the end of 2022. I blocked them off my page. I could only see certain things, but it was all these prophecies that was coming out right after I told y'all God told me such and such and such and such. Well, I just seen them. Unless somebody's stealing their name, they didn't got a page that don't nobody know. And they didn't, it's their name, but it ain't got no picture on it or nothing. And I seen it and I screenshotted it. Because I said it, and folks kept saying, do you watch such and such? I said no, because that's a lot of my material. And everybody kept calling me crazy. I screenshotted it this time when I seen it. So if you in here, sure did. I said, that's crazy because I just prophesied that, and now but it's a fake date on there, I'm telling you. And I seen the name come up right in here the other day. I said, oh, they didn't even know what I was doing. I screenshotted it because nobody believed me when I said it, and I just seen their name come back up in here. But I blocked that other account, their main account, I blocked it. I be trying to tell y'all. Trust me, auntie, we be hearing it and seeing it. And I'm trying to tell you, and it be the big pastors. It be the big influencers that be stealing my dang content. It's crazy. You don't ever want to say, I found this on the little black girl page, the one that be over there yelling and screaming. Why you don't say that? The line is saying God gave it to you. He didn't. You got it right over here in my class. Sometimes it be word for word and real, real spooky. That's why when people ask me who anointed me, ask your pastor. Ask your favorite internet pastor who anointed them, because they sure came over here and stole my content. Talking about the Lord gave him a vision. Did he? Did he have my face on it when he gave it to you? Or was it my voice that he was using to speak it to you? I just want to know. You said, yes, 6 hours later it will be posted. I'm trying to tell you, sometimes it ain't even that long. We get offended too, but our dean advised us not to say nothing. Yes, I did. I did. I did. I just want y'all to peep. Remember I said, sometimes you just got to see and don't say. You hear me? Remember? I said, everything you see, you don't got to say what you saw. Just peep it and tuck it away and put it in your basket. You remember? Did we talk about this? I said, y'all gonna see. I told y'all when I first got over here. All my pastor friends and I got family members that's ministers. They would tell people I was in a reprobate mind, right? But call me and ask me what I'm studying. And then if I call somebody to go to their church, or, ooh, they preached a word, came out of that pulpit with somebody I never heard before in my life. I said, what was they talking about? Now, this person don't know that this person just called me on Wednesday and asked me what I was reading. And what they brought forth was exactly what's written down in my journal for my studies on Wednesday. And so then I could get on the internet and see. But y'all telling people, don't listen to me whole time. I'm preaching, I'm giving you your message for Sunday, right? And for your Bible study on Tuesday. I told y'all I have one in particular. The Apple thing, I told y'all the first time God gave me what's in your core, it was like 10 years ago. So all the pastors that was calling me at that time, my friends, family members, cousins, whatever, uncles and aunties, they was like, oh, what you studying on? I said, God gave me what's in your core. I had the day, I wrote it down and everything. God told me to go get a green apple, a red apple, and a yellow apple. Take my fingers and poke my fingernail in some of them, so it starts to brown. Kind of roll some against something so they get bruised and soft. And then leave a couple of them super shiny. And we did this on here, remember? And I cut out the core. And in the pretty ones, he told me to put hatred, lust, this, that, and the other. The ones that was perfect, they was perfectly waxed, no dents, no cuts, no fingernail, no nothing. And then in the ugly ones, remember? The ones that had all the marks on them and the chunks out of them, they had started turning brown. He told me to put love and long suffering and all of that. Baby, they all took that and used that. Sure did. All of them. Oh, yeah, that's real good. Interesting. But God didn't call me to teach, and yet I'm teaching you, and you the teacher. You the pastor. Right. Mm-hmm. So I have a ton of messages that God has given me. Now, have we used any of them? No, because he gives us new ones still. But he was teaching me how to study. And like I said, I've been teaching pastors a long time. Way before TikTok. Way. Since I was like 19. Actually, younger than that. I told you about the bishops. My friend, her uncle, her grandfather was a big bishop in a certain organization. This man called me, cussing me out, going crazy because his granddaughter got baptized in Jesus' name instead of Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, according to Mark, whatever. She got baptized according to Acts 2:38, baby, and it was on and cracking. How dare you win? I said, she still went down in Jesus' name. What do we mean? We don't baptize like that over here. We baptize according to Mark, whatever, such and such and such and such. I said, listen, sir. Your granddaughter done quit giving a snatch away. She ain't drinking herself to death no more, and she is actually getting up and reading the Bible. I'm only 19. Why is you calling to check me? I need to know your pastor's name. No, you don't. Just know that your niece, your granddaughter done found the Lord for real. And she's still walking in the same way right now. You said what? That's when I was 18 or 19. And she was older than me. I've been assaulted verbally by so many ministers, it is unreal. And I done been assaulted physically by some ministers too. They be mad at me. I don't care. You're not about to keep getting up here and lying to these people and deceiving these people while taking all their money. The word of God is free. Miracles don't cost. They're free. I never saw where Jesus charged nobody to heal them, to teach them, to feed them. He didn't charge nobody nothing. That's why everything we do over here is free. I could be in here for 12 hours straight. I ain't gonna ask for $1. I ain't telling you, oh, you got to send me 25 coins in order for the Lord to bless you. Now, do you have to give 10% of what he blesses you with away to a person in need? Yes, that's what he said. So that whether that be your time, your skill, your finances, or whatever, God gave it to you. He said, give me the 10% back to the church, to the community, to the poor, to the person in jail, to the person in need, to the whoever, the fatherless, the homeless, whatever. And then I'll bless your 90 to where you have so much, you have enough to give to other people. Oh, okay, well, keep being stingy then. That don't got nothing to do with me. Don't have nothing to do with me. Oh, I don't have it to give. The reason you don't is because you stingy. Oh, he said, because those that give, they going to have enough to give and keep giving. Oh, okay. So you go to church, but you don't read the word. Got it. And you want to give to people that you can get recognition for. How about you give to a person that got less than you and nobody know you did it? How about that? God say, what you do over here in secret, I'm going to tell it out on the mountaintops. Oh, okay. Hello. We've helped a lot of people. You ain't seen a picture of not nail one of them. And we've been doing it for almost 3.5 years. Excuse me, y'all. Hold on. We've been helping people for 3.5 years. You ain't seen a picture or video of nobody. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to go get me something to eat. I don't know about get something, but I'm about to find me something to eat and I'm gonna lay down. That's why I said, like, I know people probably thought because I was new to TikTok that I was gonna change. I've been the same every day. Have I not? We almost at 42 months come August. I still act the same. I'm still living in the same. I'm still. I ain't changed not a damn bit. Now I've gotten a little nicer and I'm a little bit more patient. I don't cuss people out so quickly because the Lord start working on me. But other than that, I'm still doing the same thing, trying to make sure that when all of this stuff that God says happens, that you and your family do not have to run to the enemy, because you can lose your soul and never get it back for some food. preparing people to be able to give their life for the one that gave their life for him. Because people don't think they're going to have to die for Christ. You are. If you really believe in Christ, you about to have to die for him. You're going to have to suffer the same way he suffered for you. Is there an exact time for class? No. But we have 1,500 videos on YouTube. And sometimes it's not biblical. Sometimes it's just life lessons. You know, sometimes we just get on here and talk, but it always ends up blessing somebody. And sometimes you're going to hear me cuss on there because folks get crazy. I try not to, but sometimes I slip out. So just pray for me because this is school and not church. I'm just going to say it. So there's that. But under the live tab, there's 1,500 videos where you can go back. I say go back to the beginning and learn as much as you can, for sure. But definitely watch those survival videos. If you don't watch no other videos, please watch those 2 survival videos. And the first one and the second one, they basically have the same thing, but in the second one, we added more. And no, that's not all that you need. But as you watch videos, you'll see that I kind of, hey, y'all, we need to get this. Hey, y'all, we need to get that. So if you go back to the beginning, you'll see that pretty much for the first year or 2, almost every other day, we were talking about things that we needed to get. And if you have finances before, you know, they turn your money off and stuff like that, I would say go ahead and get as much as you can. And it doesn't matter about the name brand. You're not buying the most expensive. You're trying to stretch every dollar you have. So, name brand corn and stuff, out the window. You need, if you can get 4 cans of corn, get the 4 cans. Not, oh, I don't eat that kind. No. Corn is corn when you ain't got no food and there ain't nothing in the grocery store. Flour, sugar, salt. Baby, you're not going to care about no generic brand. You're just going to be happy to have something to put on your stomach. And all you have to do is think about how many times these rolling blackouts happen and people's thousands of dollars in a freezer go bad because they don't have a way to cook it because it's all electric. You can only barbecue so much. You got about no more than 72 hours for all of your food spoiling. So you need to have a way. Definitely need to get a dehydrator. And like I told people, folks was calling me crazy the other day. I said, hey, what good is a freezer sitting up full of food and it's all going to go bad? So as much of that food as you can make shelf stable, whether through canning, dehydrating, water bathing, you need to do it now. So that way if they hit the power this summer or even into the winter, you already got food. You ain't worried about, at least it didn't have to go to waste. It didn't have to spoil. You see what I'm saying? Shelf stable is where it's at right now. Like this. Butter. Ghee. And it's good for 5 months. Now I need to start using mine because I made this the beginning of April and I think it's only good until like August. So I'm about to start using it. But and I'm going to make some more here in a minute. Come next month. Then that'll be good for 4 months. So that'll take us on into about November. Just in case they get to talk about something wrong with the butter. Ain't no butter. Ain't no oil. Says who? You can take all your onion peels. This is onion peels that I washed, dried, and dehydrated, and then chopped up and added some salt. You got onion flakes for seasoning because all of our spices come from other countries. Most of that stuff is not from here. So if you ain't got no onions, at least you got some onion powder. Garlic, you can use the shells. There's a lot of stuff that we have been not wasting and putting in a different, you know what I'm saying? We've been making our own soup-based mix. It's called Everything Soup Mix. You could add cheese to it, dried vegetables, dried meats, dehydrated meats, and make your own. The same way we go get the chili packet with all the beans and the seasonings, and all you got to do is add water. That. You can do that on your own. You can make your own sweetened condensed milk, powdered milk, and what it is, powdered milk and something. I can't think of what it is. Powdered milk and I think real something. You can make your own sweetened condensed milk out of powdered milk. You can make a lot of stuff. You need powdered eggs because if it ain't no eggs in the store and you trying to make some bread, well, because people keep forgetting. This time it's going to be 2020 on steroids. So if you got depressed when you went in the grocery stores and saw all the freezers empty and then this time around, remember how they start saying you can only buy this much 2 cans of green beans and 2 cans of, but what if you got a big family or whatever? Because a lot of people, 2020 caught them off guard, and they cabinets was empty, but they shoe cabinets was full of beautiful shoes, but it was not a damn piece of bread in them. They didn't have no yeast, no baking soda, baking powder, nothing. Flour, sugar, running out looking crazy, trying to run people over. Well, if you stay prepared, you don't got to get prepared. Certain staples you should have in your house for just in case emergencies. $5,000 instead of on a bag. Like if you can take a real Louis Vuitton and go take it to a consignment shop and they'll take it. Baby, I had 2 of them bad babies. Go to one store, take the other one. $10,000 worth of survival stuff is a lot right now, and it's way more expensive than what it was. But $10,000 worth of leather sitting in your cabinet, in your closet. But if they hit this power and all your food spoil, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got and gas go fast. So the gas generator, you're gonna be fighting. Folks got stabbed down in Tennessee or wherever, North Carolina, because they was waiting in line for gas. Remember, all the grocery stores and stuff was off. Wasn't no power, so people couldn't get food. They was trying to go into Dollar Generals and stuff and just buy whatever snacks. Quit letting yourself get caught off guard, and quit thinking it can't happen to you. Hey. That's the problem. Oh, that happened over there. It's a sign that you need to be ready for when it happened in your neighborhood. You said there is a way to can and make fresh eggs shelf stable too. Yep. Water, glass, and eggs. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And they be good for 2 years. You don't have to be out here bad. It's a choice. All that stuff that's just sitting in purses that you got as a display, you can't eat them, and they're not gonna keep your kids warm. They're not gonna light your house or nothing. So I'd rather have, God forbid, like I said, go through your house, hit your breaker box, see what you can use without no power. How you gonna cook? How you gonna heat water to bathe? How will you take a shower? Because pump that water through down at the plant. So you thinking, oh, my apartments? No, there's a pump that pumps the water through your whole apartments. If there's no electricity and they don't have gas for the generator that runs the generator for your apartments, for your neighborhood, for your whatever, you might have to go and get water in buckets at the stream or whatever is close to the lake or whatever. But if you got a way to filter it, and you have a way to like a portable shower, well, because you can always use a bucket and do a bird bath, but we got portable showers that will heat the water to a certain comfortable temperature. So you gonna wet yourself. You got a bucket, plastic bucket or whatever, put that down in there, let it heat up, or you can heat it up on your wood burning stove and put this much hot water, the rest cold. Put that thing down there, hang it up, and the camping showers, and you can wash yourself off and get out. Wet, turn the water off, stud up, rinse, boom, you done. We got portable toilets just in case it ain't because ain't nobody, I don't know. I done lived in a house with a family member that didn't have no water. And we used to have to fill the tub up. She would use the water hose to fill the tub up with water. She would fill the washing machine up, all the sinks in the house. And then she had 5-gallon buckets. I did, India. We know that though, Pumpkin. Okay? And we had to use a bucket to flush. She would pour it in the back of the toilet, but everybody couldn't flush every time they went to the bathroom. Only time you could flush if it was number 2. Other than that, no. Know how to shave soap and make laundry soap and dish soap out of the same Ivory Spring bar. I'm grateful I live with them, and I learned how to make a cake on the grill and all kinds of stuff. You hear me? Because wasn't no power. Wasn't no running water. There was no electricity. So, when I ran away from home or left my mama's house, because first I got put out, then I started leaving. However it worked. I was living with people that didn't have power. Sometimes they had electricity, sometimes they didn't. Sometimes they had water, sometimes they didn't. Sometimes they had gas, sometimes they didn't. So if the gas was off, They was gonna hang up sheets all around in there and turn that oven on to the so they can funnel the heat to the room that everybody was sleeping in. Like that's the kind of stuff that a lot of people don't know how to do right now. Get in a tub and run some hot water and then put the soap in there and then put them clothes in there and stomp them and you be the agitator of the washing machine. That kind of stuff. I have to fill 2 5-gallon buckets before school every day. Yeah. People laugh at survivalist people. I wish I had taken a class. Well, you in one now. You can just get your stuff and start looking on the internet while the internet is still available on how to use it. Right. That's what we do over here. We talk about the word, but we also tell you how to get prepared. Like, I'm just not going to put all the stuff out, but we got stuff like this for just in case they drop something in the air. These protect your thyroid so you don't die. Right? This kind of stuff is going to be important. People don't think so, but they didn't think that we was going to get locked down for COVID either, but we did. So, anyway, I love y'all. I'm about to go lay down because I feel myself getting real tired. I guess I'm on a different schedule. Y'all know he do this every couple months, so maybe that's what's going on. I just need to deal with it. I don't like my schedule being off, but seems like I'm on the night shift for a couple weeks. I don't know. Normally he do that when something about to happen too, which is really crazy because if y'all think about it, every time I be on this weird schedule, think about it. Either if I'm not on the internet for a long time, like I want to take a week off, or when my schedule be thrown off, it's always something different. Like something is about to change. And it's like my schedule be, you know what I mean? Like an indicator. It's weird. So, and now they talking about this July 4th attack and all of that, which God had already told us, don't be in no big groups. Go where you got to go and get home. He been telling us that for about a month or two now. Well, really longer than that, but for sure in the last 2 months. And look, now they saying, oh, sleeper cells is awake. Oh, be careful being out in big groups and so. Oh, God told us 2 months ago. He told us 2 months ago, so we wasn't tripping. We was already trying to figure out what we was going to be doing in the backyard. This is why we went and bought all our seeds, so we could be busy gardening. The same bricks we used to warm the bed, we used to iron clothes. And did. And did. My grandma still had one of them old irons that you set on the stove and then take it across your stuff, and you have to move it real quick. Like this, or it'll burn the hell out your clothes. Know all about it. I told y'all my grandma was both my grandmothers were seamstress, and they was born in like the 30s. So 32, 35, 31, something like that. They sold and made everything. I told y'all, grandma made pancakes. She wasn't making it out no box. She was putting baking powder or baking soda or whatever and some flour. We had to crack the eggs and put the yolk over here. And then she'll beat the whites and fold them in. And I had fluffy waffles and pancakes every morning. It was great with good bacon. I've been wanting to travel, but he been telling me to sit down. Yeah, do you see they talking about people can't get back in the country? Y'all see they deleting people out of the system too. They can't find their ID. They can't find no work history, no nothing. We talked about that too. They ain't got to tell them they gonna take you, and we ain't got to tell you that. We ain't got nobody named that. We talked about that, and now they doing it. They taking the people out of the system so that when you go up there, they don't have to say they have you. Did we talk about that in 2022? That the military bases, these places, they not gonna have to tell you if they got your family members, and they not gonna care about you protesting or none of that. They not giving them up. It's happening right now. So, like I told people, you just don't know it's coming, so you don't think you need to prepare. But when it's happening, it's the worst time to prepare for it. Anything, any kind of disaster. Because now you out here with all the crazy folks running around that's already irritated and scared, and so they on 10, and You don't watch scary movies or the end of the world movies, do you? I know. I'm gonna be like the crazy person that's been on the corner yelling and screaming for 2 years that everybody drive by and shake their head at, and then that be the person that they be flashing back in the scenes, and it says the aliens are coming, get ready, whatever. But they was moving so fast they didn't have no, because they was too worried about everything else, so they weren't paying attention to me. And then everybody go look for the homeless person that was spouting out what was getting ready to happen, because everybody thought he was just crazy because he was dirty and whatever else. Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. That one crazy lady on the internet a few years ago, she said all of this stuff was going to happen. She was on there yelling and screaming. She had all them books behind her. Remember, I think she got locks or something. She used to just be on there yelling and screaming. Mm-hmm. And now folks is finding their way back to WOIU saying, hey, haven't been here in a long time. Do you know that everything that you told us is coming to pass? You mean like I said? I told y'all, I said, God always tells me early. And so I had to start listening, because every time I do, I'll be where I need to be. And voila. Y'all didn't watch it happen for 3 years. So I'll see y'all. I'm about to go get in my bed. Find me some vittles. And get in my bed. That's what I'm about to do. It's calling me. You hear it? CERCA. Hello? You're right on the other side of this wall. I'll be there in a moment. Y'all heard her calling me through. Y'all heard my bed calling me, because she right on this wall. It's the head of my bed right here. Y'all heard her calling me through the wall? CERCA. CERCA, where are you? CERCA. I'm on my way. Just give me a moment. Yeah. I heard her. Okay. Yeah, I heard her too. That's good. Yeah. So that way y'all know I'm not crazy. Show is. I hear her calling real good and loud. Whew. I love that bed. I try to sleep in it as much as I can, just in case I have to be sleeping outside on the floor in the next coming years. I don't know what's going to happen, so I try to enjoy as many baths as I can, like soaking, immersing my whole body, because I went a time where I could only shower, right? I couldn't take a bath. I could only shower, so I take as many baths as I can right now, because it's going to come a time when I ain't going to be able to soak my whole body, and it's going to be the important parts, because it's just enough water for that. So, baby, I be trying to soak as much as I can and have the water all the way up to my ears dang near. You hear me? Because I know it's coming a time when I'm going to have to take showers, and that's it. And then bird baths, and then maybe not even that. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get my mind ready. I need to do that as well. Take a bath. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. With all of this, how are you not soaking in the tub? Get you some Epsom salt and some magnesium, baby. Not both. I don't use them both at the same time. I use one or the other. But get you some magnesium. If you're feeling overwhelmed with the news and everything else, go get you some magnesium. And now check your medications if you on medications. But baby, put you some bubble bath and some magnesium in there, and turn your iPad on or whatever you gonna do, and just, you ain't on no, oh yeah, mother, you gonna love it. You gonna love it. And you gonna feel relaxed, very, like sleep. Change your whole life. If you been just had the mag soak last night, girl, don't you sleep good at? Baby, is, and I'll mess around and do the salt soak in the morning, Epsom salt in the morning when I get up, and then before I go to bed, let me hit that, baby, listen, little slobbering all over the pillow. Well, you know how you wake up and you can feel the drool coming out your mouth? That you don't wake up. It's powder, yeah. It looks just like Epsom salt. It's flakes though. You can buy it at CVS, Walmart. They got it everywhere. Baby, put that. You can put it in your kids. Not a lot. You put it in your kids' bath when you get ready to put them to bed too, baby. They're gonna be knocked. I got the flakes too. They say used to say draw me some bath water. Sure did. Run me some bath water. That's what we say. Run me some bath water. Do and still do. You said, yep, I've done it. I'm trying to tell you, if your husband or wife has a very physical job, like they be on their feet, get them together. You'll have some good breakfast in the morning. I'm telling you, because I ain't going to be too tired to make it. I was asleep in my sleep last night. I'm trying, girl, I'm about to probably put something in here Yes. Baby, that be that sleep, baby. You wake up feeling so good. You won't be sore or nothing. Because magnesium relaxes your body too. That's what they give women that are having preterm labor. They give you mag in your IV so that your muscles don't contract and stuff. They stops contractions. So yeah. You said I need some sleep like that. Listen, Justice. It's real good. If anybody's ever had preterm labor and you had to go, they put you on a mag drip. And it's great. Body be all relaxed. You get good sleep. It's amazing. It is. So if you got a husband and he work on a trash truck or drive trucks and all of that, go on and run that man a bath and put some magnesium in there. Baby, he gonna wake up smiling and cheesing and everything. Because it's gonna help his back, his legs, and all of that. You got a wife, she work in the hospital. And she be up on her feet or nursing or teacher or any of that, run your wife a magnesium bath. Now make sure, if she's on medication, you'll need to check and see. But if not, put some bubbles in there, put her a couple candles in there, put her favorite show on. Baby, listen. Talking about different wife in the morning. Because it relieves all that tension. So you're not as snappy. Like I tell my kids, when you get home, if you had a crazy day at work, after you get your stuff done, that's what you need to do so that you can wake up well rested tomorrow. He said, I hated those mattresses. They relaxed everything. Yeah. He takes blood pressure pills. Well, just check and see. I don't really know if he might not soak that long. Maybe soak them 10 minutes. Just look and see. It shouldn't be that bad, though, because you don't got to put a lot. Like they say, put 2 cups. I don't even put that much. I take a handful, a little bit, and throw it in there, and it still works. Because I got to preserve this. I can't be putting no 2 cups. I only got the one that's like this big. So I just take me a little bit with my hand, just a little, and scoop it in there and switch it around. And it works. So I could only imagine if you do what they say, like 2 cups. Because I ain't got it like that. I got to stretch my stuff out. Here, I take a pinch too. Me too. And it still works. Oh, yeah. If you got babies that's restless before they go, like little kids that don't like going to sleep, you ain't got to do no melatonin, no nothing. Put that in their bath. Baby, they gonna be like this, Mommy, you're sleepy. I'm just going night-night. You be like, baby, it's okay. Come on. You tired? Mama already done pulled the covers back and everything. I don't know why you're so sleepy. You tired? I'm going night-night. Yeah, come on in. Who about to fight with you to go to sleep tonight? I'm not yelling down the hallway this evening. Yes. You only put a little handful too, and it works so good. She said I was sleeping my sleep. It's in. I'm about to show y'all. It's in flakes. It look like coconut. So make sure you put it up from the kids. It look like big flakes of coconut. It was hot this week and I was tired. I needed it. That's what I'm about to do because you see, I got my brace on my knee and my back had been killing me. But yeah, it come in flakes. And I put about, like, literally, they be talking about put 2 cups. I ain't got 2 cups. I put about this much in there and it still do the job. You hear me? You said, okay, Alexis, I'm getting stuff for tonight. Listen. What about for small dogs? Now, y'all know I don't know nothing about no animals. I'm not the dog whisperer. I'm only the people whisperer. Y'all always ask me about them animals, and I always tell y'all I do not know about scruffing them. I don't know. It don't matter. S'more, you don't know. Certain things I don't tell y'all to bring because then I won't be able to go get it. It don't matter what kind you get. I learned my lesson with WOIU. I told them about one hair product, and I haven't been able to buy it. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if they sell it no more. I ain't been able to find it in a long time. So certain things I can't tell them. Not Epsom salt, magnesium. Oh, I learned. I wouldn't even be in body yet. I would. Oh, I'm gonna tell them, and then no, I'm not. I'm serious. They'll tell you. I just tell you go find what you can. That can, unless it's a specific thing. But if it's something I have to buy constantly, because I won't be able to find it for 3 months. It's already happened several times. And was mad because I couldn't get my stuff. You hear me? Because this stuff I need, and then I'll be telling them, and then I can't get it. I can't find it nowhere. So I'll tell you what it is. It's not called gatekeeping. It's called making sure I can get what I need too. Hold on now. You got to be wise. Just get some magnesium. It don't matter what kind. Because some people buy stuff and never even use it. And so then you got it stacked up in your house and I can't use it and I really do. You said, yep, I can't find that one. The hair oil. I know. Oh, I know. Because I can't find it either. So I had to do something else that don't work the same. And it's been 2 years. No. Certain stuff I got to keep it to my... No, certain stuff, I'm going to tell you what to get. I'm just not going to tell you the kind I bought. Unless and that's not being funny. That's from experience. They buys it out. You said it detoxes heavy metals. The magnesium. You said my hair been shoulder length forever. Oh, yeah. Mine wouldn't grow past like that little, the little wrap, and it was real thin, and then I got locks, and then it changed my life. The exact bath that you just talked about with the magnesium is a heavy metal detox. I didn't know. I forgot you only fool with them if there's someone else's. Listen. I don't do no animals, Gary. Oh. I don't know about that. I'm trying to grow my hair like Rapunzel. Hopefully it'll get there. Yeah, okay, so there you go. Heavy metal detox, which is good, I guess. Right? Maybe that's why we be feeling so relaxed, because our body ain't working as hard. You said some Epsom salts contain a small amount of magnesium. Yeah. You said everyone should do it. You should just put everybody on. This the thing. I don't want to be stressed out all the time. Girl, I don't even. It ain't no specific oil. Nah, it's the Indian oil. The Indian oil. You just don't care that I said I don't be able to find my stuff. Next time, inbox that. Because I will not tell you on this thing no more. Okay? If I say I don't want to say, I'm just going to keep looking at you. Because I saw you type it the first time, Smorg. You might not know that it's a part of the class rules. When I say I'm not going to say, I don't. Oh, okay. Because I be wanting to still be able to buy my stuff. And I don't go into the stores to buy things, so I have to stock up while I can, and I keep listening. No, it don't matter what brand. I just say go get it. If I'm gonna tell you to get something, most of okay, when I show these people say what brand, just go get it. Just look up rechargeable light bulb. I know. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you with everything so that you don't take offense or anything any other time. You're gonna hear people and I'm gonna say just go look it up. And they think that's rude. But the moment I say what kind, oh well this kind is better. Oh well this is cheaper. I got tired of that. Go, this what it is. Go find it. Oh well this person has it cheaper than that, and it's a no. All the brands do the same thing. Come on, sis. Y'all know I used to be irritated. Well, what kind do you have? It don't matter. You just need a rechargeable light bulb. You find, because some folks got more money. Some folks got less money. You got to buy what's good for you. Okay? So whatever it is that I show here, just like today, I said you need to get you a water, what you call it, thing, a water, not purifier. What's it called? I done forgot that fast. I'm sleepy. A water thing. What is it? Distiller. And somebody said they got them from 49 to 400. Okay, get it in your price range. We got water filtrations. Get it in your price range or what you want. I just be telling y'all what to go get. You pick the kind, the brand, how much, how little, because I don't know. I'm over here. I only got to buy for me. Right. So I learned my lesson so I don't be frustrated. Okay. So if I say, hey, I think y'all should grab this and you decide to get it, get whatever kind you want and whatever fits your budget. Yeah. Yeah. That's how I do it around here because I used to be frustrated. Folks used to 100. Oh, well, Timu got it and this person got it. I don't listen. That ain't my job. Where you gonna find it at? Where you go? How much you gonna pay? How you gonna pay for it? None of that is my business. I'm just here to tell you what to go get. You gotta do the research for the rest of it. I'm just here to inform you. Hey, you might want to grab this now. When you can, or how you can, or how you get it, I don't know. It's not my job. So anyway, I love y'all. I probably won't. I don't know. I might see y'all in the middle of the night. We'll see. So I had a whole class plan. Hopefully y'all had time to do your homework because I will be asking some questions. You said got to get back to stacking up, yeah? Because it ain't about to be nothing to buy shortly. And people don't believe that. And I kept telling them before COVID, I said, hey, them shelves is going to be empty. Grocery store, girl, you need to quit reading all that stuff you reading. I don't even know why you be. I said, they're going to limit how much you can buy. Ain't nobody listening to that. And then during COVID, it was, can you tell me? No, I'm busy. I'm reading. Well, where you go get this at? My brother's was good for that. Well, remember them dehydrators you told us to go get? I want to get my wife one, but all the stores are sold out. I said, I think I told y'all that was going to happen, and now you're going to have to wait about 3 months. Nope, I don't know where you can go get one at. Because they're on back order for 2 months at Target. So, no toilet paper, no paper towels, no pads, no diapers, all that stuff. It's about to look just like the movies, where they picking through the last of the things and the windows is busted out and all of that. Yeah, that. Because as soon as people don't have the money, they going to start looting and stuff, which is going to stop. They're going to be looting the trucks. And then people going to be getting killed in the street. Like, it's a real thing. Like, we really about to be in that time right now. Oh! I'll do it when I get up. Bye, y'all. I'm about to go. Because I keep on talking to y'all, and then I can't go to sleep. So I'll see y'all later.